I just started the recording now. So.
I feel like I'm just drinking straight up liquid hazelnuts.
What? Oh, the Jim Beam?
No, I made coffee.
Oh.
No, you made
You
creamer
did not make
and added
coffee.
some
You made creamer with a splash of coffee.
It tastes like liquid hazelnuts and I love it.
I looked at your coffee cup before I handed it to you. It was nearly the same color as the creamer.
I want 90% cream and 10% actual caffeine.
It tastes
That
good.
was me with my Baileys earlier.
Yeah, but you were
Splash of
actively...
coffee in my alcohol.
It is probably 5% coffee.
Mhm.
Look, I like the taste. It's nice.
Well.
Then just straight drink the creamer.
No, that's gross.
It's just flavored milk.
Oh my god.
Just pour some creamer into milk at this point. It'll be the same thing.
He's not wrong.
Just pour milk on top of your alcohol at this point.
How would that taste?
Mix your Kraken with just 1%.
Isn't a milk teeny a thing?
There are, like, a White Russian involves milk and, I think, vodka. But it requires, like, certain amounts of each, and then it also, I think, adds, like, lemon juice or something, I don't know. That or I'm just thinking of the most disgusting drink ever, of everything that'll curdle.
Oh.
What's that? Oh, the cement mixer or something like that?
Yeah, that is the drink.
That sounds disgusting.
Look, the one and only drink you should ever really have continuously is a stormy night.
What's that one?
I'm sorry, I'm gonna stick with my mead.
I'm not texting my alcohol, my roommate from our alcohol. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. A stormy night is basically just whiskey mixed with ginger ale.
That doesn't sound too bad.
Why would you ruin whiskey like that?
I like how your thought was, why would
and
you
that
ruin
motherfucker hurt.
whiskey? And mine was, why would you ruin ginger ale?
You can tell which one of us is more Celtic than the other.
Well, I'm not saying use like I'm not saying use
coffee.
like a 10-year bottle of whiskey for this. I'm talking about like just go to like the liquor store and just grab the cheapest one.
Just for you,
Oh, no.
Rune, if and when I do come visit, I will make you one of those using Fireball.
Oh, I mean, I already used Fireball.
And black licorice flavored ginger ale.
I actually like black licorice, so do it.
I mean,
Yes,
actually,
but
yeah.
cinnamon and black licorice?
Yeah, I
Do
like-
it, coward.
I'll do it.
Do
Fuck
it,
you.
coward.
I was gonna say, are you trying to bluff me out because you're losing this battle?
Oh, no.
You tried to bluff me out.
No. See, what I really would do if I wanted you blackout drunk is I'd just bring a bottle of soju and replace the water in a water bottle I hand to you with it.
Isn't that illegal?
No, it's not.
You mean the soju or slipping somebody alcohol? Because one of those is definitely illegal. Last time I checked.
Yeah, I meant the slipping alcohol under the guise that it's a normal drink. Isn't that like
Oh, I
highly
never would have said what it was. I would take the label off the water bottle, pour the water out or drink it, and fill it with soju.
That's still considered illegal.
Well, motive still murder.
Either way,
If I
before
hand it to someone and say, "Here, drink this water," yes.
either way, before
I
I
just
get
take the label
put under
off
the
and say,
influence,
"That's my drink."
before I get put under the influence or roofied by a Irishman, let's get started with the session.
We're gonna
Not
have all
root
this
beer
on
under the
tape.
influence, just passed out.
Christ. Either way. Last we
Soju is
left,
notorious for you drink it, you stand up, you fall down.
last we left off, as the group had found themselves within the sanctum of the lustrous Iris. They had been aiming to find an individual who was mentioned to Bora by the goddess Dodicia, who may be able to help them with their job. Upon looking around and learning more about the temple spa tavern thing that is in the name of Dodicia. They eventually had, one by one, broken into a smaller temple out back and found their way underground, in which they found a Medusa and some kind of aquatic creature. Upon speaking to them and possibly learning about what's going on, it seems that there are malevolent forces within the walls of the sanctum. And the group has been making plans on how to handle this. Upon which point, Enoch decided to draw a painting for Henna after her lackluster performance at the hands of one certain Air Genasi. And upon painting her, he summoned forth his painting. An angelic creature with many limbs and eyes, various colors of blue, pink, red, and whites, that entered from the sky and ripped the roof off of the sanctum, addressing Henna. In some sort of reverence, this creature claimed that it would go about her will and expunge her all the heathens that are within these lands. And the non-believers. As that's where we'll pick up.
So Leah translated for me, right?
Yes, it was in Celestial, and Leah did translate everything 1-to-1.
Okay, so Henna is just gonna go, "It's about time." And then she's gonna go to the angel. "No, my followers aren't yet prepared for martyrdom. Their bodies are willing, but the mind is fickle. I must continue to lead them down the correct path before they become noble sacrifices before my altar."
Interesting.
Has reached its fruition.
Roll a persuasion check.
Leah's looking at Bora and Orin like, what the fuck is happening?
You see a very happy, manic look in Henna's eyes.
Persuasion, you said?
Yes, persuasion.
Oh god.
Cora is notably looking from, out the window to the angel, out the window to the angel. She is analyzing the situation at every point.
The creature looks to you and says, "May only the strongest be within your presence, my dear queen. This shall be that test of reverence and faith." As it starts to do this somatic thing with all its many arms, it starts chanting something in Celestial, some kind of spell. As you guys see the dark clouds in the sky start to swirl above.
What's it saying, Rune? Most of us understand Celestial.
That's all
What's
we
it
need.
saying, huh?
I said it's saying a spell. Like, it basically sounds like it's doing an incantation in Celestial.
What's the words, though? Like, what?
What are the words for any spell? Do you really want me to answer all that?
Yes, I do.
Fine. Fine. What it is saying is... Fine. You wanna hear what it's saying, Leah? What it's saying is... "Upon this dreary day I bring the stars to the land. Let those whose blood runs thin perish with this."
Fun.
This
Thank
order
you.
is right.
Oh no.
In Celestial.
In Celestial. And Leah translates that. I assume.
Yeah.
I think
You think what? You think nothing.
I can do my best, right?
I mean, you can do whatever you want. It seems to be acknowledging your request and or command.
How to go about this? What if those I call to my side are those followers that I wish to keep for the time being?
What are the rest of you doing?
Bora is. Do we see the tower, like with the roof ripped off?
Oh yeah, you see the tower.
Yeah, Bora's gonna go try to jump out the window and make it to that.
Sure.
Is there would do like a perception check to see if it's like safer to stay near her or jump out the window with Bora?
What was that?
Is there any way to do like a perception check or investigation or whatever to see if it would be safer to stay by Henna or leave Henna's side and jump out the window?
That is your
Really,
choice.
like,
That's not any kind of investigation. You see a giant angel in the sky that's doing some kind of spell, and Bora seems to be running out into the thick of it.
Fuck.
This is a
How
common.
crazy does Henna look right now?
What was that?
I said, fuck, how crazy does Henna look right now?
Her eyes are bloodshot. She looks happy, and she's got a grin ear to ear.
Alright,
I
does she
never
look
seen this tower in one.
And oddly enough, she looks inebriated somehow.
okay.
On a scale of 1 to Enoch, how crazy is she?
Fuck.
See, Enoch is undirected madness. This is more. I would say roll insight if you want to spend like a moment to try and really gauge Henna right now, Leah.
Cool, it's a 14.
14. She just seems very ecstatic.
Alright. I'm gonna, just for my sake, ignore this roll, but I'm gonna right now say evens, I stay with Henna, odds, I jump out the window with Bora. Okay, I jump out the window with Bora.
Alright, you look to Henna, look to Bora, look to Henna, and just dive out the window, or whatever was left. What about you, Oren?
I'm gonna look at them jumping out the window. Look at Hannah. No. Yeah. I'm gonna just like ask her what the hell is going on. Can you explain, please?
I don't know, but my divinity has finally been, obviously, given light. So I would recommend you stay by my side so I can protect you.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that.
Kyler, you see the roof getting ripped off of the sanctum and parts of the outer wall. Then you see that outside. Talking to someone or something in Celestial.
This is how Kyler would handle that. He would be probably sitting on the bed, see the roof get ripped off of the room he's in, think to himself, well, fuck, I guess this is how I die, but I made a promise to stay in here to not inconvenience my party, so I die.
Well, guess I'll die.
When when you'd rather spite the party by doing what they asked you to, as opposed to staying alive. Okay.
I mean, convenient for the party would be me breaking my word, but that's not Kyler's personality. He gave his word he would stay in here and behave, so he's not going to blatantly cast spells like suggestion on Henna to make her not be crazy with power.
To be fair, you don't even see him
Or-
or know what's going on there specifically.
Or, try to shoot giant, possibly eldritch angel in the face with a spell. Nope, he's gonna sit there and be like, either they're going to come and say, hey, crazy person, come help us, or I'm just gonna sit here and die, but I gave my word.
Good to know that you will all die for your ideals.
Pretty much.
Listen, as Henna, I am laughing hysterically right now. And I'm gonna look up the angel and just start listing names of people who should be preserved.
So, what are the names that you scream out into the whipping wind?
Pretty much, yeah. I'm just gonna go Leah, Enoch, Bora, Altorin, and Kyler. Should
Okay.
all be kept safe.
Alright.
Odds.
Alright. Roll a persuasion check.
Another 25.
17. All others may die under my grace.
You hear the creature say out loud in Celestial. Again, most of your translators are gone. But it does.
Orin knows Celestial. He'll translate for
Okay, fair enough. The creature says, "You know in your heart this Kyler is no convert. He does not believe in your power. He must too perish."
Yes, but he enables my power, and thus I must keep him for now.
Okay.
Another persuasion.
Alright, yeah, Bora and Leah, you guys can move your token 60 feet if you'd like. As your action. I assume you're just diving out the window and running towards the tower.
I think Zane said he'd be right back.
I'm
Yeah, I
trying
just
to.
got
Oh, okay.
Where's Leah? There she is. Okay.
I mean, honestly, Henna's probably gonna yell for Leah to stay by her.
I can almost
Like,
make this
come
sad.
back. Because that's how she's probably gonna. She's happy Orin stayed, but also, like, Leah, you have to come back.
If only the tree weren't there, I could make it without.
That's a bush.
Oh, that's a bush?
Yeah.
Where the
Would
fuck
I
is
take any movement to jump over?
giant fucking thing?
It is
There
a
it
giant.
is.
I'll count the bush as difficult terrain.
So yeah, it
Wait.
would probably cost me movement.
Well,
Leah's
it's
gonna
difficult
yell
terrain,
back
so
and
it's
ask
just gonna
how
cost you an
sure
extra
she
5 feet.
What?
Leah's gonna yell back to Henna and ask how sure she is that it won't hurt any of the people that she says.
90%.
I was gonna ask where she's basing that statistic off of. What has this thing done to indicate that it will listen to you?
Yeah, have we had a rest?
No,
Yeah.
you never actually got to finish your short rest, mainly due to Enoch nuking the place with this.
I base the statistic
I'm feeling well rested.
entirely in my own divinity. That's all I have to say. 90% based in my own divinity.
Hey, Rune, can I do an investigation check to see if fucking Henna is a divine creature?
Roll a religion check.
Religion check, great. Where's my religion? No, it's a +5. Okay. That's a 9.
Leah, you think to yourself, there are too many times in mortal history where gods have taken on a mortal form and shown lessened power to blend in more easily. She could be. She might have been lying to you the entire time. You don't know. But she also might not be. That's the problem.
Fuck.
She'll have to show some kind of extreme will of divine nature to prove one way or the other.
Meanwhile, I want Henna to be holding out her hand to Leah, just being like, out of all that I care for, you are one of the most. Come back to me.
Well, that's not creepy.
Yeah. Leah's sitting there thinking.
I was about to say, put a cross sign up and run.
Yeah, Leah's sitting there like, I've heard about like one of those like narcissistic users that like emotion bomb you, and like I've been told to stay away from them. So what the fuck's going on here? Leah's gonna stay put for right now. She's gonna wait to see if Henna does actually have any fucking control of this thing.
Alright, what about you, Bora? Are you gonna use your turn, quote unquote, to essentially just run towards the tower?
Fuck yeah.
Alright, you have your entire movement, so you can move like to 80 feet.
Hey.
What the hell are these things?
My base is 40.
Yeah, that's why I said 80.
True.
Like you're using your action and movement, right?
I was going to do
Step of
use
the wind.
a bonus action in case the door is locked.
Okay, sure. You can use your bonus action if you want, yeah.
Yay! Let me keep pointing art, and then move. What?
As you get to the door, you quickly check. It seems like it can be opened.
So then I'll run inside.
All right, you kick open the door, and you see an older dwarf cowering off by the stairs, like, "Oh, what's going on? Please help me! What's happening?"
I will help you if you tell me where a painting of a Medusa is.
I do not know where the paintings are.
Do you know where the witches go to paint?
They go in that room. Points over here.
She books it to that room. See, that was 55 feet.
Sure, you got another like 25 feet.
20.
All right.
25.
But yeah, so while that's happening, I guess everybody's chosen what they wanted to do for their first round. As things continue on, the creature continues to chant its incantation, and you see the sky split open by just a hair's breadth a little bit, showing something behind the gap, showing sunlight, but something else. What are you all doing?
What is there to do in this situation?
Your choice.
I'm
Beg,
channeling my
plead,
inner Harry
run.
Potter.
Henna's gonna hug Orin to her because he stayed by her side, and she's still gonna hold her other hand out to Leah to try and get her to come back.
Sure. Henna's pleading with you, Leah, to come back to her and stay by her side for protection. For only she can save you in this moment.
Leah's gonna look to Orin and just kind of be like, "What's happening, bud?"
He's just gonna shrug and be like, "This is the safest option so far."
She's gonna trust Orin's judgment that it's the safest option so far, and then kind of go back into the room and just That's gonna. Can I do another religion check to see what the fuck's going on?
With Hannah or this thing?
Specifically with the thing, and like more specifically with what's going on in the sky.
I mean, you can do a perception check if you want to see what's going on in the sky.
Okay. That's a nat 20.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's not hard to see. It's a meteor.
Oh fuck.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
A very big one.
Oh. 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 Oh.
This thing is pulling a Sephiroth.
Oh. Oh.
Can Hannah talk to the angel?
Yeah, Hannah
I
can
do
talk to
that?
the angel. You can do what you want.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk directly to the angel and just be like,
Seems like overkill.
Clearly, there are beings in this tavern that need to be smited. However, those loyal to me should remain unharmed.
All right.
And those loyal to me, I have already named.
The creature that bellows out. Those who stay by your side will find safety. All the rest will be tested for their devotion in you.
Alright, I'm just gonna scream to me. Just like to bring my party to me. as
Yeah, the
best I
problem
can.
is that Bora's too far to hear with the whipping wind, so is Kyler. Pretty much the only people that can even hear what's going on with you is basically the people that are already with you.
Alright, so I have Orin and Leah, that's fine.
Leo's looking to Orin during this time, being like, "Safest, huh? Safest. Giant fucking meteor. Safest, Orin. Yeah, bet. Great."
Yes, safest. I will keep
Well-
you safe.
Well,
Can Orin hear the voice of Enoch in his head, just like, embrace the chaos, my apprentice?
Sure, like Palpatine,
No.
you hear, do it, apprentice. Embrace the chaos. Join the Queen's side.
But I can't even do anything. I can make fog. That's all I can do.
You guys out of nowhere hear Orin say this.
Ready sorcerer out of the party.
Yeah, you guys hear Orin say this.
Leah's gonna turn to Henna and be like, "I need you to make sure that people that don't know you, that could like whatever be loyal to you, I have people that I cannot have crushed by a meteor. So they need to be safe. Figure out a way to make them safe.
Who? Tell me who.
Members of my family."
Okay. I'm working under the assumption that this whole thing is kind of just isolated to this area.
Yeah, Meteor Swarm is a localized spell. It's not going to hit anybody in other towns. No, it might decimate this entire sanctuary, but...
Oh, if it's not like a world-ended thing, I thought because this giant fucking monster was casting a meteor, it was going to be like at a world-ending event.
No, it's just a
no.
ninth level
The only thing
spell.
that could really end the world is anything like any of the gods, any of the elder gods, basically some
Enoch.
kind of cataclysmic
Enoch.
dragon, Enoch, and basically the wish spell.
Oh, so
Okay.
like anybody outside of this town is fine?
This is not even a town. This is just a literal small portion, and from what you can see, it will probably create a giant explosion and decimate part of the forest. But it probably won't reach the nearest sanctuary, because I'll show you guys the map just to illustrate the point.
Oh, well then, never mind about the family thing. Just make sure that, the Medusa is safe.
Alright, well, yeah, you guys, it's like, what, 3 days away to the nearest town in any direction? Like, Varkus's Ridge is probably, like, a day and a half away.
And let's be honest, like, if Henna looks at Leah and goes, "For you, I will endeavor to make sure that all you care about remains safe."
Leah's kind of a little bit on edge at this point, because she's kind of like, alright, this is fine. I'm gonna trust your word on that. I'll hang out here, but if you fuck me over, I will stab you like I stabbed Azazel.
Maybe don't say that in front of the avenging angel.
You hear, you what?!
To me, all that matters to me is Leah
Okay.
and those who remain.
what's called, after you say that, Leo, you hear, "You what? May I end her, my queen?"
No.
Leah's gonna yell back in Celestial, "Please do not interrupt us. I'm in the middle of something." And then
It is very rude to interrupt us while you are casting a sanctuary ending spell.
yeah, that's Leah's kind of like, once she realized it was kind of isolated to this area, she was just kind of like, this is not the pressing concern I have right now.
Oh,
So,
God.
this is such a mess, and I love it.
Being drunk for this was the right choice.
Sir
I'm
Dilf at this
jealous.
point enters the room and says, "Are you alright?"
Who?
You know, one of the people you
Sir
didn't
Dill.
say was safe.
Sir Dill.
Oh, no. I forgot about him.
You see one of the creature's many eyes lock onto Sir Dilf.
Dilf should also be safe because he's loyal to my Leah.
Roll a persuasion
My
check.
Leah.
1.
Leah's gonna just kind of pat, like, I assume Leah's just sat on a bed at this point and is just kind of like looking at Orin like, yep, okay, might as well happen, sure. Been alive for 120 years, and here we are. And she's gonna pat next to Dilf Daddy, just be like, sit down.
What makes it even worse is that Leah's a diviner. She can actively see the future to an
Yeah,
extent.
she's like, yep, sure, might as well happen.
Alright.
Any?
I didn't complete my long rest, right?
No.
Cool.
Unfortunately not. The whole angel coming out of nowhere, Enoch disappearing to the top of a mountain thing sort of screwed up everybody's plan.
Really? You don't think I could sleep through that? That's I mean,
Unfortunately, you did not say narcolepsy was part of your character traits.
what?
I said, unfortunately, you did not say narcolepsy was one of your character traits.
No, it's more likely insomnia is one of her traits.
Yeah. Get her some
Kyler could probably
NyQuil
sleep
nighttime.
Oh god.
Okay. Get her some NyQuil. But yeah. So yeah, as that's going on, you guys hear a commotion coming from further into the sanctuary, screams, freaking out.
Yeah. Leah's still gonna be like, maybe we should go get, what's her name? Sai something? Serene? What's her name?
Serena Williams?
Alright.
Yeah, we should go get Serena Williams right now. No.
The Medusa.
We should go get the Medusa, who I can't remember the name of.
Sylvari.
Sylvari, thank you.
You get Serena Williams, don't worry, she'll return back the meteor.
Yeah, she'll just beat the shit out of it with
Not
the
even
fucking
beats the
rat.
shit out of it, just gets her
Single
racket
cast
and
return to
deflects.
sender.
Yeah, just Super Smash Bros. Deflects it back.
Guys, don't worry about it. That her painting's about to be destroyed along.
Oh fuck, can we drive a celestial being insane?
You do realize that this is an eldritch angel.
Y'all don't want to fuck with my celestial being.
I was gonna say, you do understand this was an angel created by Enoch, right?
Oh, this angel was created by Enoch? It wasn't just like Enoch
Yes.
dragged some poor fucking angel up to where the fuck...
Does this look like an actual angel in any capacity? No, this is something he created into existence because of his role.
I thought the role was he just like rolled it and then like summoned an angel. I didn't know if like Enoch created a fucking god. Like that's cool. That's
No,
fine.
Enoch created a biblically accurate angel.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That has a worship on for the queen.
Bill Enoch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Enoch's ascended form. Joke's on you, after the meteor comes down, there's gonna be a wild magic surge.
No.
Can Henna address the angel again?
What was that?
Can Henna address the angel again? Has it been enough time?
Yeah, I'll say it'll be another round again, or let Bora do what she wants. then we'll see. Bora and Kyler still have to make their decisions, and then we'll see what happens from there. So yeah, Bora, you're in a room and you see an easel and chair over where you're at. You see what looks to be a chest further into the room, and that's about it. And the curtains are... Sorry, the windows are draped with curtains.
I'm gonna check the chest first.
Okay, you run over to the chest, and inside of it you find... Sorry, pull out my notes. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves while I figure out what's going on.
Hey, Rune, as this is happening, can I cast... Okay, let me clarify something. If I cast Unseen Servant and hand it, like, a blindfold and then send it to go get Sylvari, is that something that could happen?
Yeah, you can do that. There's no
Cool.
range. There's no range for Unseen Servant. It just time-wise, and just hoping that it doesn't get destroyed.
Yep. So I'm gonna do that. That's what I'm gonna do this round.
Okay. Bora, as you get to the chest is locked.
Is there like a big lock on it or something, or is it just like?
There's a hefty lock on it, and it seems like it'll take a decent amount of force to bust open.
Yeah, she's gonna try to pile drive that thing.
Sure. Roll me an athletics check. DC 20.
Athletics check.
Nice.
Bora, you just pile drive that thing, like you just jump up into the air, spin around, and just crack the entire top of the chest open, and the contents spill out. And you swear somewhere off in the distance you hear, "By God, she broke that chest in half!"
Can you smell what Bora's cooking?
Can you smell what the Enoch is cooking? But yeah,
I don't know what this is a reference to, but it's still fun.
wrestling, WWE.
WWE.
Oh.
Bora, as you look, what is inside of the former chest are a few different materials. You see canvases that are worth look like they're worth a decent amount. You also find a decent amount of paints that look pretty pricey, but look a little viscous, and yeah, that's about it. And some art brushes, supplies for Enoch.
Somehow they have Blosner.
What was it? It looked like it would be monetarily worth it.
All of these look monetarily decent. They look exotic, and they look like a bit pricey. But they look a little odd as well. But they do look a little odd. They don't look quite right.
Yeah, she'll contemplate for like half a second before shoving them in her pouch,
Okay.
and then start looking around for painting. And if not, she'll try to move to the next room.
Alright. Alright, yeah, there's nothing else in the room that you can see, so you can move as you like. You still have your movement. So it took you like 15 movement, so yeah, it took you like 15 feet.
Still on map.
You saw another door over off to the right here. On the other side of the entrance, and then a set of stairs that led up.
She'd probably go up the stairs.
Okay, I'll say you have enough movement to get up the stairs. Don't have enough map for that, and I don't have to do that, so I will just describe to you. As you get to the top of the stairs, you are greeted with a large room. Sorry, let me Yeah, as you get upstairs, a dank scent fills the air of this well-used kitchen. There are three tables that stand in this room, one of which is covered in various vegetables and strange-looking cuts of meat. A wood stove burns brightly against the far wall, and a statue of a winged elf stands in the corner, his face carved into an open-mouthed smile.
She's...
And there are two doors that are in this room, one at the farther north end and one at the southern western end.
I think she's gonna go for the north room first.
Okay. Give me a moment.
It's just a quick open the door, see what's inside.
Alright. So as you go in, it looks like it's actually connected to the other half of this tower's spacing. Seems like both doors would connect to this part. But what you see is piles of straw and moth-eaten black blankets have been set up in this area as rough beds, and broken furniture and garbage is scattered around. In contrast to the squalor, 4 fine paintings hang along the curved outer wall, each one hauntingly beautiful, but also strangely unnerving to look upon.
Is Enoch's painting in there?
You don't know.
Like, are the paintings of people?
They are. On a quick look, one seems to be of a brawny female golden-scaled dragonborn warrior engaged in battle. One is a tall male tiefling with sparkling violet eyes wearing many fine jewels. A youthful dwarf dancing at a feast, and one seems to be a radiant female elf gazing upon her own reflection with purplish skin and very dark hair.
Let's destroy them all. I'm sure it won't hurt anything.
I'm sure it fucking will. You don't know why people got their paintings done. And I recognized the old Dragonborn.
The one you thought was a dog, yes.
Yes! So I feel bad.
Guilt, that's how you remember NPCs.
Yes! That's pretty much how I remember them. So none of them look like Sylvari or like...
Well, you don't know how Sylvari used to look like.
I would guess the half or the elf in the reflection with the.
No.
Whatever.
Did I write down what you said her race was when you were giving me the
An elf.
stuff?
Well, she spoke Elvish, didn't she?
Yeah. She'll like take half a second to think and go to the elf painting with one of her darts out and just kind of stab it and drag the dart down.
Okay. Give me a moment. Need to check something. Bora, what's your passive investigation?
Investigation is 11.
Good to know. Okay. I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. The beautiful +6 probably saved me.
Yeah, that helped. And instead you take half of this damage.
Oh no.
Let me double check. Oh, there we go. Okay, 2 ones luckily. You take 10 points of acid damage as your skin starts to burn. As you remove the painting, you see this arcane rune at the back etched into the wall as it lets out a gout of acid towards you as it managed to move out of the way for the most part, but still take some of it.
Ouch. that's enough to reverse the magic.
It
And
didn't affect the painting, or at least not yet, as far as you know.
I know her exact words were destroy, but I don't have any way to like completely destroy, just ruin it.
Fire.
I don't have fire.
Dip it in that acid.
There is a
Shut
giant
up.
creature outside that could destroy it for you.
Yeah, but that would also destroy us.
Would it though?
I mean, that is a thing. Would Bora have enough time to like go through the entire thing, get all of the paintings, set them in a nice little corner for the meteors to destroy, and then sit back up?
You're kind of assuming that this tower is left untouched by the meteor swarm, 20 feet away from it.
You also have not figured out where the meteors are even landing.
Yeah. So, yeah, she's gonna hope, but keep going around and looking for different paintings that might look like Story.
I mean, there, as far as you can tell, at least on this floor, there are only 4 paintings all in the same room, and you are unaware of and all of them, and you are unaware of exactly which one may be a Sylvari. But it seemed like when you were pulling the painting away from the acidic like splash, the acid didn't seem to affect the painting.
Is that it?
Okay. She'll backtrack then. Probably. So you said that the room on the south door was like the same as the north door.
Yes.
Like,
As you got inside of the room, you see that there's another door leading out. So you assume that both doors lead to the same place that you were in previously.
Awesome. Then she'll run back downstairs.
Okay.
And go to the side room that she passed.
Sorry. I don't think I meant it. If I didn't, did I mention that there was a set of stairs that went upstairs again, like to a higher level, to a 3rd level?
No, then she'll go up there.
Okay. All right. As you make your way up the stairs, eventually you hit your head on something and see nothing. And as you sort of move up, try and move up again, you touch up above you, and a ripple of arcane energy seems to be blocking you.
That's probably where the painting is then. Don't have anything to get rid of magic.
Only you had a wizard.
Yeah,
And an
but
Enoch.
Aura's in like panic. I need to get Sylvari to help us real quick.
Click your heels 3 times and call for Enoch the Enchanter.
Enoch the Artificer at your service.
Does it seem like if I do enough damage to it, it would break, or does it just...
You don't know. You haven't, have you tried to attack it yet or damage it? Because all I said is that the acid itself didn't affect it.
She probably, once she felt it and saw it, she would have, like, you know, done a little punch to test it.
Alright, as you punch it, it feels very solid. You don't know how much damage this thing can take before breaking. If it can even be broken by mundane damage at all.
I didn't see anything in my way up that looked like it could dispel it.
Not particularly, no.
Let's see. She'll head back to the kitchen-looking room downstairs And you said I see a really weird, creepy painting of a currently smiling elf, right?
No, it was like a. Let me find that. A statue of a winged elf stands in the corner, its face carved into an open-mouthed smile.
Yeah, she's gonna do the dart thing again to destroy that, and do her best to be like aware of the asses.
Alright, so you're preparing yourself, just doing the dodge, and you throw the dart, and the dart ding, dinks off of the stone statue and falls to the ground.
Okay.
It looks like it scratched it, but it's also a stone statue, and you're throwing a dart at it.
True. Does it look like it has any traps?
Roll investigation. As you're doing that, we'll cut over to Kyler. Kyler, are you changing your situation in any way, or are you still doing this for the sake of the group?
I am continuing to maintain being Harry Potter.
Alright. Bora, Sherlock, you are not. As we will say now, it's Hannah, Leah, and Oren. Back to them.
Is my servant back?
Your servant? Oh, your unseen servant. Not even close, no?
Cool.
Like, this has happened over the course of, like, 5 minutes or so, no. Alright. While this is going on, yeah, what are the three of you doing? Just staying where you are, doing anything else? Hannah, I believe you wanted to speak to your, possible angelic servant again?
Yes. I would like to look straight at it and just go, for those I have not named, can receive your divine punishment. Otherwise, I would wish to keep others by my side, those I've named by my side.
Poking Hannah in the side, being like, ask him what the fucking test is. Ask him what the test is.
Okay, what is the test? Just for my own knowledge.
The test is a star falling to Earth.
I'm gonna go ahead and say no to that, Sam. I'm gonna go ahead and say, I think you should divinely smite all but those I have named, despite whether or not you think they are loyal. Because when it boils down to it, I am the one who should be in charge.
Those who are by your side will be safe.
Fuck.
So basically, we just need to get everyone here.
How many unseen servants can I cast?
You can only cast
We're gonna
one,
have
unfortunately, I think. Alright,
Oren turns to her and is just like, do we want to just go get him? That is an option.
Let's head for Bora first.
Kyler, as you're in your room, you hear footsteps running past it.
Let's head for Bora first. Delph Daddy's with us, right?
Yes, he is, and he's currently, like, in a defensive position next to you, Leah.
Alright, so I'm gonna grab him, like, physically, and pull him closer to me, and then we should probably, like, as a unit of 4, start heading towards Bora.
Alright. Sure. You are all free to move your tokens 60 feet.
We're still on the map.
Yeah, I'm on the map.
Alright. Oh, I thought
We are all on the map.
I thought I moved you back. That is unfortunate.
Yeah, that's what I tried to tell you.
Okay.
There we go.
There we go.
I'm gonna head.
How long is 60 feet?
Can I do another, like, perception check to see how far away the meteor is?
Sure. Well, that'd be more of a investigation or thing, but yeah, I could let you use your intelligence or investigation if you'd like.
My perception was a 20, investigation's a 17. Let me know
No,
which one you want to
I
use.
meant you could have just used your modifier instead of the thing. So instead of a
I
20,
don't know what that is.
The plus.
Your investigation's one higher than perception anyways, so it's fine. It would have been a 21.
Okay.
Judging from it, it looks like it will be. So I'm stating this now. Each round is about a minute, and I'll say that it will arrive and touch down in about 4 minutes.
4
Okay.
rounds. Fabulous. With that, do I get anything of how big is it?
Yeah, you guys see now that it's actually starting to peek from beneath the clouds, and it is uncomfortably large.
Is it shaped like an egg?
It is.
It's
It
a
is in
egg.
fact shaped like an egg.
Yeah.
It's actually shaped in like an egg with the face of Henna on it at the base of it.
He is horrified.
So what you're telling me is that this egg is like the moon from Majora's Mask,
Yes.
but it's an egg.
Yes. It's Henna. It's basically a Henna version of the moon from Majora's Mask in the shape of an egg.
Wait, so we have almost 4 minutes before.
Before it touches down, yeah. At this point, the wind is whipping heavy, and you guys are resisting to continue walking further in through the outside and into the tower. But you're managing to do it. Kyler, any change in your situation? Yes, no, maybe.
I mean, even if there were a window to the outside, I wouldn't really know anything other than, oh, this fucking angel thing is about to kill me with a meteor that looks like Henna's face. This is highly inconvenient.
Yes, the inconvenience of death via face meteor. Alright.
Can I just say something?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say to Gil because I'm fully 100% assuming at this point that Kyler has a link to him in some way, shape, or form. I'm just gonna look at him and go, "Come to the tower now."
Sir Dilf, Sir Dilf is right there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take hold of Sir Dilf's face and come to the tower now, as if I'm talking to Kyler, because I'm assuming that he has a connection.
Sure, Sir Dilf says, "But I am here in the tower with you."
I'm just gonna wave that off.
I'm just gonna pat him and just be like, I think she's fully lost it. Just go with it.
Just go with it.
It is highly inconvenient if she is short of a few marbles.
Don't worry
I
about
think
it.
she's
as long
talking
as
to
you're
the
with me.
brainworm.
Yes,
Otherwise
I'm
known
talking
as-
to the brainworm.
Do not speak to the brainworm.
100% to your brainworm.
Do
Sir
not
Dilf.
speak to the brainworm, lest it infests you and attempts to sway you into
Just
murdering.
100% based on the fact that Sylvain thought she had a brainworm as soon as Kyler talked to her. I'm gonna go on the assumption that Kyler is the brainworm, and I'm telling him to come to the tower.
Sure. Yeah, Kyler hears nothing.
Great.
Yeah, Kyler hears nothing. I have to be within 30 feet of him.
Oh.
Well, I tried to save his ass. Anyway. The thought was there.
I want to imagine Kyler just legs propped up, looking up at the meteor as the impending doom, and it's basically like a more relaxed version of Donnie Darko, like the ending of that movie. So not
The
even Donnie
intention
Darko,
was
Fight
there,
Club.
that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Unless there is a window outside that I can see them moving and running for their lives, I can't
mean-
really do anything to get out anyway.
You can see whatever your token sees.
Windows in the room I'm in.
You have no windows. You have only a door.
Let me quickly alter that.
Would I have enough time to go get him?
Maybe your choice. You have a few minutes. There, Kyler. Can you see now? I would have said that you would have seen them running
I was also
out.
in the kitchen making myself breakfast.
Fair. I'll say that, Kyler, because the walls are actually torn off from where you are, so you could have just walked out into the greenery at any time you wanted. But you would have seen at some point Bora, and then a few minutes later the rest of them running northward. Or sort of northeastward.
I seeing everybody running in a pure panic, I would have slipped the room and skirted sideways to catch up with everybody. Be like, so who fucked up?
Yeah, I'll say you can get about. I'll say you can get about like here for now. Because you only now just started running after they did. But I think you're within like 30 feet of Serdilf, so maybe you'll be able to brainworm him.
Yeah, but unless he thinks back to me, which we both know he won't do, I won't hear his response.
Fair. But yeah, while you're running, you do notice 3 individuals on like forming a triangle beneath the twisted angelic creature chanting out something in, I assume, a language you don't know.
I don't believe I know Celestial. Let me double check. Nope, I know Celestial.
Not Celestial, Sylvan.
Oh yeah, no, I don't know Sylvan. Celestial, Common, Deep Speech, and Primordial.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you don't understand what they're saying, but yeah, you do see them chanting, and as magic starts to flicker between all 3 of them, connecting them. And you still look up at the meter. But yeah, so I'll say that's the thing. Bora, what are you doing? Oh, sorry, yeah, you did your investigation, so you've been spending a few minutes, a minute or so investigating. You have no idea what's going on with the statue, if it's trapped or not.
Yeah. Yeah, she's going to go over and, like, she watched what Leah did while she was holding up the thing, so she's gonna, like, feel around its eyes and mouth and see if it has some sort of mechanism.
Roll another investigation check. You look about it. Sherlock, you are not. Again, this is not your Sherlock character, so unfortunately you cannot find any mechanisms or anything that makes it seem as anything other than a stone statue that someone carved a smile into.
I will say she's
Where
getting
the fuck is Bora?
I'm upstairs.
She's at like a level ahead of you guys.
Yeah, I will say Bora is getting very frustrated at this point, and she will pull out her quarterstaff and just hit.
Alright, make an attack roll.
Why are you
Rolls a
not
1.
doing it? Yeah. Why are you
I
not
wonder-
doing it?
I wonder what the witches are up to at the moment.
Oh.
Oh,
Alright.
damn.
Nice. With your natural 20 against the inanimate object, you hit it and topple it over. And it's just on the ground and cracked a bit. You just tipped over a statue.
Yeah, she'll probably step back downstairs after doing that and go to that room that she...
Yeah, as you get downstairs, you see the rest of the party there. Or almost everybody in the party.
She will literally stop in the middle of her stride, point directly at Leah and say, "Can you break magic barriers?"
Maybe.
Maybe.
Let's give it a
Thinks
try.
back to, like, thinks back to like a lecture that she had that was just kind of like how to break magical barriers 101. It was like,
Yeah, you did learn that your connection to the weave can aid you in subtly and or forcefully slipping through or breaking magical barriers, either with spells or just innate arcane energy, or not innate, but like learned arcane energy. But that was more advanced than the year you were in. You were supposed to learn that like next year.
She's not gonna say that. She's gonna just say maybe, and then just like be like, "Where should I go?"
The second you say maybe, Bora steps over, grabs your wrist, and starts dragging you up the stairs.
Henna's gonna fully raise her hand and then reach out and grab Leah. And so it's like a tug of war. And then just be like, do you wanna live? Wait until we're done here.
As Leah, you are currently being tugged between the smaller Henna and the larger Bora.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, Bora's like quite a bit larger than me, and I'm quite a bit larger than Henna. So
Yeah,
it's
Orin, you're just watching this from the side, and it's like a progression of human heights.
I guess as soon as Henna grabbed me, Henna started
singular
getting dragged
bars.
Like, I don't think Henna would be able to stop the full force of both Bora and Leah walking. So I assume.
I'll say, let's go.
100% not, but Henna's intention to be connected.
I get it.
Because those who are connected to are surviving.
I get it. So Henna, if you're just trying to pull on them, Henna, make me a strength check. Bora or Leah, one of you guys can do it with advantage.
Oh no.
Bora, you want to do strength?
What's your... I'll do it.
My strength is plus.
The answer is yes, without even help. Bora.
I'm getting dragged. It's fine. Connected. That's all that matters.
Yeah, you're being dragged like Henna's digging her heels into the ground, but you're just watching Bora just with her bicep just pulling both Leah and Henna.
Orin is being hugged to me right now. That's how I left him, and that's how I left him. He's being hugged to me.
Sure.
So he's getting dragged.
Bora, basically, you are now literally dragging the dead weight of all your party members.
Leah's walking. Leah's helping.
Okay.
The only
Orin's
one
gonna
not
walk
with
along
us right
too.
now is Kyler.
Yeah.
I am the only one not involved in this chaotic chain.
You have to get over here.
He's making
Bora's
his way.
going to just lead them all up the stairs and then just kind of like punt at the arcane barrier again and say, I can't find anything.
Yeah, you see an arcane ripple go through, like open air, Leah.
Can I do like an Arcana check to see if I know how to break it?
You can do an Arcana check in an attempt to break it, as you can try and weave your magic in with it and then disrupt it momentarily enough that it'll shatter.
That's a 25. It's a 25.
So you guys hear the sound of shattering glass as Hannah or as Leah just touches it, and then it just shatters.
What?
She broke the barrier.
Oh.
I broke the barrier, what?
The DC was 25.
Okay.
Oh, well, I did 25.
Yeah.
Leah did it.
Yeah, I was
Yay.
literally just like, okay, wasn't expecting that. You just, I accidentally said Hannah, but I meant Leah. But I was saying that Leah literally just like, maybe I can touches it and then it shatters like glass, like plexiglass.
Leah turns to Bora and goes, I did it.
The entire time Bora was like halfway bouncing on her toes, and the second she sees that it's broken, she is booking it into
No,
that
Bora,
room.
you didn't even really have time to process it. Hannah's just like, why did I say Hannah? God damn it. Leah is just like, okay, maybe if I do this, touches it, and then it shatters, and you were like, what? It's literally like she just touched it and it shattered like frail glass. But yeah, you guys can get over to the higher level.
Yeah, she's still booking it in.
I want to look at Leah because I'm holding on to Orin and Leah right now. So I want to look at Leah and just go grab her. Just grab her. Don't let her get out of our range. Grab her.
Okay, then Leah's just gonna grab onto Bora and be like, go for it, girl. We're holding on to you.
Like, drag us, but don't let her get out of range.
Right. As opposed to walking next to each other, you are daisy chained by force.
I don't care.
All right.
Oren's just gonna
Funny image.
look at Bora and just be like, "This might save your life. This is
Alright.
the best chance we have. Just stick with us for now.
Sure.
Too close, but we'll stick with
Leah's-
you."
Leah's also yelled back to Gaston and been like, follow, follow, follow!
He is. Okay, so
He's with us. He better be with us.
as you guys make your way up the stairs, you feel that the air grows cooler around you as you near the top of the tower. And it carries a very pungent, putrid stench. Something rotting. What might once have been an elegant bedroom has long since been soiled and ruined. Murals of Dodicia that lined the walls have been defaced with dirt and filth. 3 beds are covered in moldy blankets and animal furs, including one topped by a canopy of giant bones and reeking of untanned hides. Empty crates are scattered throughout the room like furniture, holding broken weapons, moldering clothing, or other odd objects. And as you notice this, you feel a faint... what's called Leah, you notice something glowing just beneath Bora's feet for a moment. As I need everybody to roll a deck save, Leah, you get advantage.
Leah gets advantage.
I
That's
just rolled
cool.
regular.
Leah gets
I
it.
rolled regular dex. That's actually 15.
That's a 20.
Sounds good.
You
That's a
just have to
20.
beat 13 to take half damage.
Damn. Okay.
Okay.
I got a 20. I'm happy with that.
I
Alright,
got 20 as
the
well.
only
What's
person that
half damage?
failed, let me actually roll for Sir Dilf.
I got a 15.
Okay, so the only people that failed are Henna and Sir Dilf.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Alright, Henna and Sir Dilf both take 19 points of acid damage.
I'm unconscious.
Henna's just like, come on, we gotta be together, we gotta stay together. Just gets blasted by a face full of acid and starts tumbling down the stairs. Just starts rolling down the stairs, her unconscious body.
Would there have been any way for one of us to grab her as she starts tumbling down?
I'll say
Well,
you can.
I'm attached to y'all.
Yeah, I was gonna
so-
say she's attached, so I'm actually gonna say Leah can make a quick strength check. It's not necessarily gonna be the craziest thing in the world, but as long as you just don't roll very low. Yeah, okay, you were able to grab onto her quickly enough and like hold her from falling down. But yeah, she's just unconscious, melting with the acid, and Sir Dilf is doubled over in pain from the acid burns.
Does anyone have healing? Cause I'm out.
I
don't
don't know,
have
but
any
also the rest of you who passed took half damage, so that's 9 damage you took.
Bora
I
would have
have
healing.
Bora would have healing if she had her monk abilities.
Yeah.
The problem is that all of
I'm
you.
the best chance y'all have.
I was gonna say you
out.
do understand that Henna's the only person who has healing, right? Because everybody else is an arcane caster or melee.
Can I do a medicine check?
Sure, you can stabilize her with a medicine check, so do a medicine check.
That's a
Oh,
nat 20.
nice.
Okay, Leah, it's so hyper weird right now how you had it, but you remember you had a gel that you took from one of your classes a little bit before you left home, and you happen to have it on you, so you just like throw it on her, like just start shaking and throwing it on her, and it's a sort of like base to neutralize the acidic nature of what she just did, and it manages to keep her alive.
So wait, am I alive?
You're unconscious, but you don't have to make death saves.
Okay.
But you are also roll me a 1d4, Henna.
1d4?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on, I have to actually type this.
No, you don't. There's just a little die off to the left side that you can just choose a d4 and click it.
Oh shit, okay. I've never done that. Okay,
3.
there we go.
Alright, unless you receive magical healing, you are unconscious for the next 3 hours.
Great!
Awesome. Awesome. Cool.
Whether you survive those 3 hours is a different story.
I might wake up alone, that's fine.
Oh yeah. Bora's gonna like look over at Dilf as she hears Henna fall over and is just carry her and keep going about the room, seeing if she can find any sign of a painting of Flori.
Can we do an investigation check? Arun?
Rune's dead.
I'm gonna just say I hand Henna off to Dilf. It's just like, here you go. I just hold.
I'm wondering if this would be a gamble, but take her to the celestial creature and see if it can heal her.
No, because then we die.
I was gonna say that sounds like a bad idea.
Sounds like a very bad idea.
That's why I said it would be a gamble, because like theoretically it cares enough about her that it would do it. On the other hand, if we don't explain that it was a trap set by the witches, it could think we did it.
Yeah. It was nice playing with y'all. If you're
Amy, the answer to your question is you don't know. You'll have to find out. You'll have to find out.
Oh no.
Rune, can I do an investigation check to... Okay, so theoretically I'm looking for the painting, but also Leah's just kind of like, there's a ton of magic here. Is there anything interesting? Like, the most interesting thing in the room.
Sure,
and
roll,
if I happen to stumble upon the painting, then that's that.
Roll me an investigation check.
Laura would also be looking.
Sure,
That's a six?
you can give her advantage. I said you could give Leah advantage if you want, or leave her with the
Yeah.
natural one.
Yeah, you have a better investigation than I do. Just do the advantage.
That's a 17.
All right, Leah, you are like, man, there's so many things here. It's so weird, and you can't. And basically, you're getting choice paralysis. You're like, ooh, that. You're going like full ADHD on it. But then Bora's just like, there's a spell scroll, and then you're like, ooh, that, and you find a spell scroll. That seems to have escaped the destruction.
All right, can I look at it and then jot down its contents into my notebook real quick?
I mean, you can just take it with you.
Yes, but just in case.
Sure. Roll. Yeah, it'll take you like I'll say it takes you a turn to jot down in your notebook like the
That's fine.
spellings.
That's
Alright.
fine. Also, I just want to clarify that I have told Gaston exactly to take Henna, hold Henna, and then stay very close to me.
Sure.
That's Gaston's direct orders.
Sure. As
Hold
Gaston,
Henna and stay close to
part
me.
of Gaston's face is melting. Yeah, he does that. But yeah, as that happens, Kyler, you can move yourself within the tower. Yeah, I'll say that you hear footsteps coming from up the stairs, Kyler. But you also see like 2 doors open on either side.
Well, I guess I'm gonna go upstairs. Sounds like there might be people that way.
Sure.
This is where I did see all those chaotic creatures run to.
Alright, as you guys are upstairs and Leah, you're writing down the contents of the scroll, you guys hear footsteps coming from down below you, coming up quickly.
Quarterstaff out.
Leah just whips out a dagger and is like, fuck it, might as well.
Ice magic in hand.
Henna's unconscious. It's great.
So
She's just falling over. It's fine.
alright, Sir Dilvage is correct. But yeah, are you guys holding your action to attack the first creature that comes in?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Orin and Leah?
What's up?
Are you
Yeah.
are you going to like whip your dagger at the first creature that you see?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, why not?
Sure. Kyler, you get to the top of the stairs and you see your allies, and you immediately see a dart being thrown at you, a dagger, and some freezing magic. All of you make an attack roll against Kyler.
Oh no.
how do I roll an attack roll again?
Just roll dagger, like just a dagger attack.
Wait, the hit DC or the damage?
The hit.
To hit.
Okay, that's 23. Never mind. That's fine.
That was a 23?
Yeah.
Alright. Kyler, you see the dart and the what's it called? The dagger being flung at you, and you managed to dodge out of the way of both, just being like, what the? And before you get a chance to say anything, you immediately get hit in the side of the head with a cold blast of freezing magic. Roll damage for the Ray of Frost.
No, the dart hit too.
Oh, the dart hit as well? 13? Okay, sure then. You dodge the dagger only to get darted in the side of your shoulder, in your left shoulder, and get knocked up the right side of your head with a beam of ice.
Oren's just gonna gasp and like quickly scramble out a few sorries.
Sorry.
Leah's gonna turn to Oren and be like, please go get my dagger and bring it back to me.
The dagger is
I'm
just
not. You can just make a con save.
the dagger's currently sliding down the stairs as it went past Kyler.
Yeah, she's gonna ask Oren, like, can you go get that, please?
Yeah,
Can
okay.
someone
Thank
please
you.
wake me up?
Make that con save before you go down the stairs.
Can't. None of us can heal.
Oh no.
You're the only healer, Henna.
I have no healing spells. I don't know what you're talking about.
Sorry, then there are no healers in this party, and you have no...
Shit, I'm just down.
Oh, you're down for the next 3
Yes.
hours. That's
Yes,
the problem.
this is an area of effect. Henna, you're actually going to be taking 2 failed death saves.
Great.
Cool. What do you do, Kyler?
I cast Shatter.
Cool. You guys see the entire room explode outwards. Some of the items being flung outside of the what's it called, the thing. Even the spell scroll being launched outside of the window, and some of the stuff being destroyed in this room. As you guys take how much damage? If you
12
fail.
thunder damage if they fail, or half as much on a success.
What is it, a con save?
Yeah,
Yep.
con save. Also, I'll say that Henna only takes 1 because it's melee attacks that do 2 failed death saves. So Henna's now
Okay.
back to dying.
So far, Leah's the only one that succeeded.
Yeah,
Leah,
we're
you
down.
take 6.
What about Oren?
I have 4 hit
I
points.
failed. I took it. I got a 9. So
Okay.
I'm assuming that's a fail.
Let me do it for Sir Dilf. Sir Dilf passed, I assume.
Yes.
Yes.
We're gonna
The
kill
DC
each
is
other
14.
before we even.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be the greatest TPK. But yeah, so,
We are the biggest threat to ourselves.
yeah, so everybody except for Leah and Sir Dilf take 12 points of thunder damage. Henna, you just are now at 1 failed death save, and you're now on the verge of dying again.
Great.
Unless somebody stabilizes her or heals her.
Oren's
Oh yeah, no, I
down.
knew I was gonna knock Oren down. You've only got 11 hit points.
Yeah.
Can I do another fucking medicine check
Oh wait,
on
Oren,
somebody?
sorry, did you say Oren's unconscious?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What about Bora?
Laura is down.
Oh, she's also unconscious. Leah, you and Sir Dilf are the only conscious people left, as well as Kyler, who
Leah's
truly...
gonna turn to Kyler and be like,
Yes.
are you serious?
No,
Are
no.
you serious? You show up in a place
Leah.
that, like, is known to be witches. You don't announce yourself, and then you attack us even after you recognize us.
No.
Are you serious right now?
You
Leah.
struck first.
Leah, Leah, you're misunderstanding. He has shown him his true colors. He's shown that he's a serial killer.
Yeah, Leah's fully... Okay, now Leah's gonna attack fucking Kyler. What else? What? Do I have another dagger on me, or is it just that dagger that I lost?
The dagger that you lost. You also have your magic.
No, I do, but I also have a small knife.
I'll use this pocket knife to carve into your flesh, Kyla.
So...
Wow, I thought this was gonna be a Halloween episode. No, this is just gonna be everybody beats the hell out of each other and causes a TPK episode.
I'm gonna cast
Wait.
I'm gonna cast Dragon's Breath on Ta and then have Ta attack fucking.
Okay, I'll say that this is
All right, so
actual
this is how the
combat
party
now.
dies.
I'll say that this is actual combat now between Sir Dilf, Ta, and Leah versus Kyler. And Kyler, you are up at the top of initiative.
Oh no.
Can I see that she is preparing to do this?
You see that she casts a spell on Ta, and Ta just belches out like a little puff of fire, and Sir Dilf is taking a ready stance in front of her, and he's preparing to come after you.
I'll use my second spell slot then.
Alright, what are you doing?
I need another con save.
You're killing us. Literally.
Y'all struck
Do I need to
first.
tell- Do
We
I
didn't
tell you
know
if I
it was
cast
you!
Didn't know it was you
before I
in
make
our
the con
defense.
save?
Yeah, all of you make the, like, Sir Dilf, Ta, and Leah all make the con save.
Do I make a con save for Ta?
Yeah, you do. Also, since
Okay.
you guys are in the area, that means Oren and Bora is also going to take take one failed death con save, and Henna's at 2.
Can I
Great.
cast shield?
Shield doesn't help with this because this is an AoE, not an attack roll.
Okay. Well, none of us pass.
Alright, yeah, even Sir Dill fails as you shatter all of them. How much damage did they take?
It is 11.
Alright, Sir Dilf is unconscious, and I assume Ta is outright dead because Ta had like 4 hit points, so you literally just implode Ta,
And Leah's unconscious.
and Leah's unconscious.
And then I need to start making a shit ton of medicine saves to be like, "Aye, did we learn anything?"
You do know that you can only do
Leah's
one
gonna
medicine.
kill you.
You can only make.
Leah's full-
you can
I'm
make one
warning you
medicine
now,
check.
Like, as the player, Leah is going to kill you because you killed Ta. Like, she's going to wake up and kill you.
Yeah. Okay, so
Even though
who,
you can just
who are
bring
you
Ta
going-
back.
Kyler, who are you going to do a medicine check on first? Because you can only do one per round.
I actually like Henna, so Henna's first.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna go to Orin.
All right. Well, okay. Yeah, you managed to stabilize Henna. The next round,
Wait, so I'm stabilized?
yes, you're
Yes,
stabilized.
you're stable.
I'll still count it as 3.
Okay.
For that round, okay. So I need Orin to roll me another death save. Like, I'll say that while you spend one round dealing with Henna, everybody has to make a death save.
How do I make a death save?
Basically, just
Yeah.
roll a d20. If
You
you
just roll a d20.
Yeah, just roll a d20. If you roll lower than 10, then you fail. So do 2 d20, one for you, one, and Taz just outright dead. Yeah, I forgot.
So I only roll 120?
Only for yourself, yeah. Kyler blew up
Okay.
Taz. Okay.
So is that 2? Is that 1?
No,
You did
that's
one.
one.
You did one.
Okay.
But yeah, that's
That is
failed.
one fail.
That's one
One
fail,
fail,
and
okay.
Kyler, you failed your attempt to stabilize Orin. Bora, you you passed one of your death saves, and so did Sir Dilf. So Bora, you're sitting at 1 failure, 1 pass. Sir Dilf is at 1 pass. Leah is at 1 pass, and Orin is at 2 fails. So next round, Kyler, are you
I'm
gonna
trying to help Orin again.
All right, do another medicine check. That's another failure on Kyler's part. Let's hope that Orin can roll another con save for. It's another death save for everybody.
Wait, if I'm stabilized, that means I have 1 HP, right?
No, it means you're at
No,
0
you're
HP.
just
You're
unconscious.
Okay.
Bora passed. Dilf passed.
Yeah,
Leah and
Orin.
Orin have to make another. Yeah, just roll another d20.
I rolled. I got a 12.
Leah got a
I got-
12, Orin.
I got an 11.
everyone
Oh, okay,
passed.
yeah. So yeah, Orin and Leah, that's 1 pass for both of you. So Leah, you have 2 passes. Bora, you have 2 passes, 1 failure. Sir Dilf has 2 passes, and Orin is at 1 failure, 1 pass. Kyler again, 1 more attempt for Orin's thing. Okay. I believe that is a. I have to double check.
How's that meteor looking outside?
I don't even know at this point. At this point, that's not even a factor anymore.
No, at this point we've learned that the warlock who was being really, really nice was being really, really nice.
Okay, Kyler, you managed to finally stabilize Orin, and Orin, you're stabilized. As everybody else still
What do I
has
do
to.
for that?
Yeah, as everybody else has to roll another. I guess they're final.
Orin, you're safe.
Yeah, Orin's safe.
So I just put in all
Bora-
3 successes.
Bora, you
Yes.
are stabilized. You stabilized yourself in this situation.
Okay, I'll just put 1 plus HP.
Sir Dill failed 1, so he's 2 successes, 2 failures. What about Leah?
That's a no.
So that is 2 failures, meaning you are 2 failures, 2 successes. Wow. Okay, Kyler, who are you gonna stabilize next? As you see that Leah's currently choking on her own blood.
I'm gonna go try to help Leah.
All right, roll a
Even if
medicine
I'm
check.
pissed as hell at her, I'm gonna try to help Leah.
Okay, you start doing chest compressions. You're like, okay, staying alive, while she's drowning in her own blood, just pumping her heart, making her bleed faster.
Aren't you supposed to like turn someone over so they don't choke?
Not apparently, Kyler doesn't know that. He did also fail stabilizing Orin twice. All right, another and
I'm in
possibly
panic mode.
Okay, final death save for Leah.
No, I have 2 failures and 2 successes.
Yeah, death save for Leah, death save for Sir Dilf. Bora, you're already stabilized.
That's an 18.
That
you're
is stabilizing. Weirdly enough, Leah's own body is rejecting Kyler's help, and she managed to keep herself alive. Kyler, you kept Leah alive by your chest compressions. You did it.
Leah's gonna kill you.
Sir
Seeing
Dilf.
her, she's stabilized. I am going to bind her hands.
Sir Dilf is also stabilized. So everybody's stabilized. The only casualty from Kyler's actions is Ta.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how I can kill Kyler right now.
He murdered fucking Pat. He basically just a bullet
Hey, well,
like.
I guess while we wait for the world to end, I'm gonna take a short rest and just chill in a corner like,
Yeah.
well,
I was gonna say for you to understand, like the last thing Leah saw was basically the equivalent of Kyler putting a grenade into the stomach of Leah's cat and then walking away at a safe distance as Ta exploded from the inside.
the grenade was aimed at her face.
It was, but it still
She
caught
was
Ta.
the center point.
Yeah.
Leah was the center point. Because you guys all swung first instead of
Sorry.
waiting to see if it was someone friendly coming through the door.
No, sorry. So I want to actually, I want to.
Would we?
No, I want to actually check something. How much did you roll damage-wise for the shatter?
A
The
12 and an
first
11.
shatter was a 12,
The
the
second.
second one was an 11.
Okay, so Ta actually didn't outright die. Ta has 7 hit points, so that means Ta had to make death saves the entire time. So
So should I make death saves right
yes,
now?
make death saves for Ta. Maybe he can survive. Maybe your luck will.
How
kill
many
Ta.
d20s am I rolling?
Just roll it one by one, and we'll eventually see.
Can I try to help
3?
stabilize
That's a
Ta
fail.
since he's not dead?
We'll have to see because it would have to been at least after Ta. So that's 1 success, 1 fail for Ta. 2 fails, 1 success,
Oh no.
and
3 fails.
Ta
fails.
dissipates.
and thus the
Oh,
dice have
no.
decided that no matter what, Ta does not survive today.
Oh no.
I mean, also, if we're being fair, as soon as Leah lost consciousness, Ta would have dissipated as well.
No, it's not a familiar spell. It's actually a
It
physical
wasn't
creature.
Find Familiar?
It's a
Nope.
physical creature. It's a physical familiar. It was
Good
an
job,
actual
Tyler.
living creature, Warlock.
I hear silent regret.
No, I'm trying to figure out how a wizard would get a physical familiar when Find Familiar just conjures one.
There are
Because
certain
I
creatures
think
that
that's
you
familiar.
can. No. There are certain creatures that you can bond or make contracts with, and they become familiars. But unlike the Find Familiar spell, they don't just disappear after being blown up and then can be resummoned. They are actually physical creatures that just essentially do that. Pseudo dragons are one of them. Imps are another. Quasits, sprites, sorry, not sprites, but like gazers, stuff like that, can all become a familiar, but they are also physical creatures, so they can actually die.
And see, now you've said pseudo dragon, and my brain went to the warlock version of pseudo dragon, and it's still a conjured creature because it's native to another plane of existence.
Not.
Just
Okay.
like imps and quasits.
This is a physical creature. That's all you need to know. This is a physical creature, a living creature. You watch at Kyler as you're thinking it's going to dissipate, and it does not. It is there with all its bloody corpse and blown off bits still just laying there on the ground.
Oh, no.
That's why I said you basically killed her cat. Like, it wasn't like a, oh no, you just blew up her familiar, she can just summon it back, but it's like real regret or real anger. It's just like, no, this is, you actually killed something.
I mean, also to be fair, they swung first.
Either way.
Was getting ready to run.
I was
Okay.
immediately like, sorry.
I am
said-
going to remind you of when I was a child walking in your room and you threw a knife at my head.
Jesus.
You woke me the fuck up!
This is
Also,
the same
Pure
situation.
surprise!
All right. Besides that, I'm gonna need everybody that is not named Kyler to roll a d4 because I need to see how long you guys are each gonna be unconscious for, since nobody can heal you to bring you back up.
2 hours.
2 hours for Sir Delphlia and Bora, 4 hours for Orin, and 4 hours for... No, I'm gonna still say it's 3 hours for Hannah.
I don't know. You said roll a d4, so I did.
Sorry, I should have specified, but no, you're fine. You're still 3 hours. But yeah, at this point, what's Kyler gonna do, or if he's gonna do anything at all, because there's nobody else to interact with the world around you. It's just you guys are left here.
I mean, like I said, I am going to make sure I at the very least bind Leah's hands, and then I guess I'm just going to chill in a corner and take a short rest.
Cool.
I'm scared, but I'm loving this, but I'm scared.
We're gonna die.
We're gonna die.
So, I'm gonna need you to roll me an intelligence check. Do you have proficiency in sleight of hand, Kyler?
I do not believe I have sleight of hand.
Then just roll me an intelligence check.
Intelligence check, you say? Okay.
Alright. That is the DC for your knot. For tying up Leo. Okay.
Wait, what?
He said he was gonna bind up Leah and basically tie her up, so I just needed to see how well
No,
he
just
made them
restrain the hands.
out. Yeah, either way, that's still the 13.
Okay. So I need to beat that to get out of it once,
Once you're conscious, yeah, if you want to break out of it, like, by, like, slipping your hands through it or untying it, or, like, cutting it with something, then, yeah, it's gonna be, like, 13. But for now, you guys are all unconscious. Kyler's just sort of sitting in the corner and waiting.
The world just goes white as the meteor impacts.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we're just gonna cut to white like this is a Pokemon battle, like it's just white out.
And we'll see y'all next week.
Oh no, it's not that simple.
No!
It's not that simple.
Fades to white while Kyler's just sitting there like, either I'm gonna live through this and have to kill everybody again, or this building's gonna come down on top of us and kill us. Either way, whatever.
Okay,
This is not how I thought this was gonna go.
this is what happens. As you guys white out, you each feel a sharp sense of pain, but only for the briefest of moments. You feel complete agony before nothing. The only person that does not feel this is Henna.
did you just do a total party kill, basically?
Yep.
No, I did.
It's okay. I knew we were gonna die.
I tried.
Were you expecting the tool of death, though?
I tried to save y'all.
As you
I
all wake
tried
up,
so hard.
as you all wake up, next to Kyler in the room you were in.
Okay.
Full disclosure, I am 20 feet away from everybody else.
You are 20 feet away, but just as you sit down to, relax and take a short rest, you see all of their eyes just sort of open up and they start swirling around as you are all left with 1 HP.
Wait, what happens?
And you guys hear sounds coming outside, these ethereal screeches and hollers.
Is it the celestial being? Or, I
You don't know.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
You
I'm-
can't see anything right now.
So I'm at 1 HP as well?
You had higher than 1 HP, I assume, so no.
Okay.
Okay, so we recover 1 HP.
Yeah.
As
there a
soon as
window?
Leo.
As Leah, you wake up, you are faced with the corpse of Ta in front of you.
Leo's kind of gonna just look down at Ta, and then kind of look around, like eerily calm, and like just very like look around and kind of like look for Kyler, and then tilt her head, and then kind of regard him for a moment, and then kind of turn to Sir Dilf and be like, the only thing I want right now is for his eyes to be plucked out of his head and his limbs to be severed apart from one another in the most slow and painful fashion humanly possible. And I want all of his organs placed into jars and handed to me.
You guys hear that very dark speech from Leah.
Wait, is Henna awake right now?
Yes.
All awake.
Okay, Henna's gonna throw herself behind whatever Leah is selling.
And then can Leah cast can I do an intelligence check to see if I can get out of the ropes?
You can try and shimmy out of them. That'll be an acrobatics, DC 13.
Yes. What is it?
I was gonna say whatever your... Okay, so you rolled a 17, so you rolled higher than anything. So you just think about it, and then you just sort of like move your limbs in a certain way. And in a few seconds, you manage to get out of the bindings.
And then she's gonna stand up and kind of like roll her shoulders back, and she like hunches a little bit.
Hannah, I don't know why you rolled an acrobatics check. You aren't tied up. He only said he tied up Leah. And now you're trying to perform to who? To
No,
Kyler?
that's me performing because I can sing it, Kyler, telling me about how dead he is.
Sure, Tyler. Henna tries to, like, wiggle free from nothing, dislocates her shoulder, and then starts singing to you in pain about how you're gonna die.
Not 20, so...
And it is a very good song, weirdly
dead,
enough.
man.
Weirdly
And then
enough, if this song wasn't directed towards you, you might actually like it.
And then Leah's gonna pull out her small knife and cast Green Flame Blade on. Yeah, she's gonna cast. Fuck.
I was gonna say, Green Flame Blade, the flame jumps out. We established that before.
I know. I'm trying to think though.
Who do you want to try to kill when you try to kill me?
There's something coming up the stairs though, right?
Yeah, it was me.
No. Wait, didn't Rune just say that you could hear something else?
Yeah, I said you heard coming from, like outside but very loud, an ephemeral screech.
Okay, so then for right now, I'm gonna just leave Dilf to fight Gaston. them to fight Kyler for right now. And then I'm gonna
Oh
just
my
go
god,
out
you told him to fight himself as he just starts punching himself unconscious. No,
Yeah, no.
I mean, at this point, it would just take him landing a successful hit on himself.
Yeah. To be fair, that's the problem. You're telling a man who's at 1 HP to go fight Kyler, who I think is still at full HP. Or not full, but like half at least.
Is he at full?
Kyler? No, he's not
I
at full.
took a short rest.
No, you
No,
haven't. You
you-
just sat down to start it. You haven't actually completed your short rest, so you don't have your spell slots and you're at whatever health you had before.
Okay, so let me
I'm gonna
rewind.
Orin's gonna interject and just be like, can we not start killing each other again? We just went through this. I don't understand why we're killing each other. I wanna go home.
Sir Dilf is gonna grab like the hand axe that he has and just whip it towards Kyler's face.
Yeah, good.
I need
good,
Dilf to
good.
make a save.
Can I?
Is this a reactionary thing or something else?
It's as soon as I see him following through to be hostile, as soon as his hand is on the weapon, I'm casting my spell.
What spell? Because you never stated that you were holding a spell.
I never had a chance to actually say anything. There was a tirade, and it was immediately Sir Dilf is whipping his axe at me.
I will say then roll me a
As
deck.
soon as I
I'll
saw
say that this
someone
is happening.
were giving-
I'll count this
as
as
soon
like
as
a.
Dilf is being told to kill me,
I
I
will.
would prepare to
Okay,
cast a
okay.
cantrip and kill him
Warlock.
psychically. I
Warlock.
wouldn't.
Warlock, relax for a moment. I was trying to say roll a dex check. I'll count this as like a quick draw moment. So basically, it'll just be a dex check off to see who reacts first. All right, you managed to go first. What are you doing?
I'm casting Mind Sliver, which is a DC 14 intelligence save.
Okay. Let me see what his intelligence is. I believe he fails, but I'll double check.
Good night.
Yeah. So he does one. You do 1d4 or yeah, 1d4.
I do
psychic
3
damage.
psychic damage to him. Good night.
Okay. Leah, as you send Sir Dilf after Kyler, you see that he's already worn down and his face is melting a bit and like he's bruised up from the thunderous damage, and he tries to like whip an axe at Kyler, but Kyler whispers sweet nothings that you guys all hear, and Sir Dilf just collapses to the ground, bleeding from his ears and eyes.
What does Sildilf have? A hand axe?
Yeah.
Could I pick that up?
Sure.
Cool.
I wouldn't.
I'm gonna pick it up and then just kind of just cock my head again as soon as Dill falls, and then just pick up the axe and attack Kyler.
You're just gonna run to him or throw it at him, or attack him with your magic. I don't know.
I'll throw it at him.
All right. Are you proficient with simple weapons?
I am proficient. Where do I find that?
It should
On
be under
wizard.
proficiencies.
Where's proficiencies?
Yeah.
Where is that?
On your character sheet, it should say proficiencies, and then it should
It's underneath
say...
where you see your passive wisdom and perception.
Oh, I see. No, I'm not proficient in.
All right,
I'm
then-
proficient in
then-
crossbows.
Then you're just rolling a strength check.
Okay. All right. That's an 11.
11 plus your... Okay, yeah, no modifier. So does an 11 hit you, Kyler?
No.
All right, Leah tries to pick up the hand axe and in a blind rage just throws it out the window.
Very nice.
And
Leah, your turn.
make
Do
an
what?
intelligence save.
Intelligence. Oh, look. That's a nat one.
Christ.
Good night.
As Henna, you watch as Leah collapses to the ground, bleeding and coughing up blood, and her ears start bleeding as she threw the axe out the window. As Kyler's again whispers sweet nothings.
Wait,
Can
what's the
what
damage on that?
I messaged you?
Oh,
What?
let me see.
What's the damage on that, Kyler?
Great.
It's only 3, but you had 1 hit point, so.
Oh,
good
you want to?
night.
You. I'll say Kyler, make me a wisdom save.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw.
16. What's the spell save? What's your save?
13.
Yeah, so he passed. As you hear Hannah, I don't know whatever your suggestion is, but you feel slightly like an influence, her influence seeping into your mind, but then you hear not let her into your mind, my sweet one. And then you feel it dissipate.
I'm just gonna psychically connect to Hina at this point and be like, really? This is how you telepathically talk to people.
Kind of an asshole.
I got shot in the face with ice!
Laura's gonna just.
I'm
go
walking
try to stabilize
upstairs.
Leah.
What do you say Bora's gonna do?
She's just gonna go try to stabilize Leah.
Okay. Roll me a medicine check.
Can I do the same for Sir Dilf?
Sure. Bora, you managed to stabilize her a bit. I don't know how you really... Bora, you somehow save her from cerebral hemorrhaging.
She turns me on my side so I don't choke on my own blood.
Not even that. You basically had a brain bleed and she somehow stopped that, but whatever. Sure. She stabilized you. Oren, what did
22
you
for
roll?
Dilf.
What do you roll?
22 for Dilf.
You do the same. You stop an intracranial bleed.
Once they're stable, Bora's just gonna slowly look at Kyler and just say, "Fuck you, man," and just walk out.
Where are you headed to?
She's just going outside.
Alright, you head down and give me a brief moment. What's Oren doing?
Once Gaston is stable, he's just gonna slump against the wall and probably cry. He's probably crying right now.
Oh.
I will also say, as Bora's walking away, she's muttering a prayer to the Lavender Fox. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Just thanking her for not letting her die yet.
Okay. Roll me a D100. Okay, good to know.
I don't like when Rune says that.
I don't like when he says that.
I hate when the good to know comes out.
Henna, you see a boiled egg appear in front of you. Do you eat the fifth egg?
No.
Yes,
No.
yes, I'm gonna eat it.
Unfortunately, as you chomp into it, you bite into air as you realize you might just have a concussion.
Oh. This is not where I expected this to go at
So,
all. And I
Bora,
love it. and
Happy
I'm
Halloween,
scared.
guys. Jesus Christ.
Happy
Yeah.
Halloween!
So, Bora, as you make your way outside of the tower and eventually get out, you are buffeted by hail and rain. And as you look into the sky, you no longer see the meteor that you once did. But instead, you see up in the air are 4 blue angelic figures with swords pointing towards this much larger, twisted angelic creature that you've been seeing since Enoch disappeared. And leading them is a large, orange-skinned angel with a bow and a thick orange beard and a mane of orange hair. And is there... Again, you don't understand this because you don't understand Celestial, but they're chanting something, and you see this arcane prismatic barrier circling this and the twisted angelic creature as lightning strikes all around you.
She'll sit down in the safety of the open door and watch.
Okay, you sit down by the door.
Yeah, just I have the door open so I don't actually get hit by anything, and I'm just watching them.
Okay. You see this fantastical scene that raises your adrenaline to the most you've ever felt. You are both terrified and thrilled simultaneously. This is beyond your wildest expectations and imaginations. You see 4 blue angels and an orange, and a much more dignified and powerful looking orange angel, but twisting and binding this thing. And as you watch longer, you see this orange creature shoot arrows 1, 2, 3, 4 at the limbs of this twisted creature, or at least what you could assume is its 4 limbs, as white ethereal spectral chains bind it to the ground, and it starts to get dragged more and more to the ground as it's trying to fight back against it. And while Orin's crying inside of the tower, and Lee and Sir Dilf are recovering, and Henna is, I don't know. Like, I really don't know what Henna's doing at this point.
Henna is holding Leah to herself, and Orin because he never left her side.
Okay, so they're just holding
That's
on
it.
and hugging both of them.
Yeah, that's it. Just because they're under her quote-unquote protection.
Yeah. And Leah, sorry, Bora, as you keep watching, you watch eventually the angelic twisted creature that appeared since Enoch left gets dragged to the ground while still within this triangular prism barrier, and these angels start chanting out something in celestial 1, 2, 3 times, and then eventually you see stone walls erecting all around it, and it's spreading out more and more. Like the stone walls more pop up more and more and more, and it's starting to engulf the area you're in, but not necessarily dangerously, but it's starting to engulf your area to an extent, and eventually, where there was once a storm, it is now silent, and as you look around, it is now night. There is no storm clouds in the sky. It is no longer day as you once saw, but it is midnight, with the stars as gleaming as they've ever been, with the now one green moon in the sky, shining a light down on this angelic creature. And over the next few minutes, what was that?
Is this like is this like audible inside the tower? Because if so, Orin's gonna.
You guys, Orin probably just keeps hearing like celestial chants of, something along the lines of, "You do not belong on this realm, and whoever summoned you shall pay the dearest of prices. You shall be bound to this earth forever. You shall be bound to this earth forever, never to leave this spot. And you will have a maze constructed around you for any who dare try and get around you. You'll be faced with dangers so foul and perilous that they shall not survive, even if they are at the pinnacle of strength.
Damn.
You shall forever
lay
in these lands."
He's gonna turn to the.
Yeah, but throughout all this, Orin also hears like random, like high-pitched screeches and wails in varying different voices.
Henna would like to reach out to the angel at this point.
What was that?
Henna would like to reach out to the angel at this point. And
sure, you can't see it, but you can scream out and hope that it hears you.
Yeah, I would like to reach a hand out to the, like, fully, and just, like...
Oh, no, you don't see the angel. You don't see it. Like, Orin just hears the celestial, and you guys just hear this creepy-ass wailing coming from outside.
Okay.
He'll turn to the other two and be like, just sniffling... Should we go see what's going on?
No.
Okay.
We should stay here and make sure I can keep you safe.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I think the Rick and Morty episode, keep Summer safe, but in this case it's like, keep Leah safe. But yeah. Eventually,
Got
the screeching stops, Owen. Bora, you watch as the creature is pinned to the ground, and you can no longer get a good sight of it from where you are in the tower. Along with the stone walls that have been erected all around you, you cannot see the sanctuary anymore, the tavern, or even the faintest bit of the temple that you met Sylvari in before. And you no longer see those angels in the sky. But you still hear the beating of heavy wings in the air.
Does it look like I could walk around the walls?
It looks like, yeah, there is a path.
I guess a better way to word that question is, does it look like we're in the maze?
It looks like you are in a kind of maze, yes.
Okay.
Can Bora make her way to the where Sylvari was? I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's kind of my question.
You don't know.
Like, does it look like we are in the middle of the maze? Like, are there walls on either side of us?
There seems to be walls all around you, Bora, yes.
Okay, so we are in the maze.
Just stay. Stay.
I don't want to stay.
Stay.
She will eventually go back up and go over to Orin and kind of get down to his level and say, just basically a summary of what happened. Some angels came down, some real angels came down, and took that thing. There are a ton of stone walls out there. I can't tell if we are trapped or not.
He's gonna nod and wipe at his face. Just say, "Shall we go see if Sylvari is okay? Or what else can we do at this point?"
I don't know. I sent that letter to the monastery before all of this happened, so I think we can just hope that they answer. They help us find our way out. We can try to make our way out. We can try to find Sylvari, but I wasn't able to see past you.
Damn, the mood really took a turn here.
It is nighttime now, so
You guys hear a door creaking open as
Hear what?
you guys see the elderly dwarf, or Bora, you see the elderly dwarf that pointed you in the direction of the art supplies. So, what is happening outside?
I cannot hear you over Enoch's.
Yeah,
We could not hear anything over Enoch's blinker.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yep.
You guys see, or Bora, you see the elderly dwarf, or the frail-looking dwarf, enter into the room and say, "What is happening out there? Is everything okay?"
No, it's not. That's the long and short of it.
The mistress. Do you happen to see if the mistresses have perished?
You're cutting out a lot.
Yeah.
The dwarf says, "Did you happen to see if the mistresses have perished?"
Do you have?
Do you happen?
tower is getting attacked.
Okay.
And again, if it's coming up and we are in the top of the tower and it's blocked out, the first thought in at least Bora's head, if not mine alone, is
I would have assumed it was like the witch or something.
witches.
Yeah.
All right. So what I was trying to
But
say.
we also can't be mad at Kyler because it was, they're trying to kill me. Defend thyself.
Other way. So, what I was trying to say is that Bora, you see the elderly dwarf or the frail-looking dwarf that pointed you in the direction of the art supplies. Enter in and ask, "Are the mistresses dead?" Like after the whole "is it safe?" question. Did you happen to see the mistresses? Have they perished?
Probably.
I don't know. I'll explain to him what I saw.
I'd honestly be surprised if anything was still alive after that, whatever happened out there.
Yeah, I'll just explain to him everything that I saw.
Okay, he just sort of looks shocked and confused and like he's processing everything. So I want to know, are you guys are Orin and Bora at the bottom of the tower or at the top, like with Henna and Leah?
Bora would have gone back to wherever Orin was. So that's
Oh yeah, so it would have been the top. Okay, just wanted to know.
So, yeah.
Orin is with me, right?
Yeah, Orin's with
Yeah.
you and Leah and Kyler.
Wait, how long am I knocked out for this time?
2 hours.
2 hours? Okay.
As
Like regular warlocks, I do psychic damage.
what are you all doing at this point?
Bora's gonna...
Still sitting on my far wall, very warily watching everybody who Kyler's pretty sure just tried to kill him for walking upstairs.
Actually, Orin's gonna look across at Kyler and just mutter quiet, "Sorry about the ice," that kind of thing. Just quiet apology. Cause...
Completely in your head. Could have waited to see that it was me before you fired the shot, but I got my shot in. I'm willing to call it good if you are.
He'll just nod a little bit and just hug himself again.
Henna's just gonna go the serial killer very quietly. The serial killer. I tried to help you, how dare.
Yeah, the serial killer has proven his true stripes, and Leah was right all along.
Indeed. She's gonna very gently prod Taz and just be like, no more lenience.
Self-defense.
Bora would have gone back downstairs and just sat down near the door, looking out at the moon.
Okay.
Can Henna talk to the angel again?
You don't hear anything going on outside, but you can yell and hope. Or you can go and check if the angel's out there.
Yeah, I'd like to walk towards the exit to see if I...
Sure. You go with Bora down, and as you get out, you are greeted with the sight that I explained before, with stone walls erected about 40 feet high, and an endless starry night sky.
Okay. I'm gonna assume it's meant to protect, because angels. Everyone within it,
What was that?
everyone within it, I'm assuming
You cut out for me. Is what?
I'm assuming everyone within the safe.
You can choose to believe that or not. That is your choice.
I mean, I choose to believe that, whether or not it's
You know at least Leah, Oren, Kyler, Sir Dilf, Bora, and yourself, and some random dwarf are safe.
Some random dwarf. I don't want him.
Is the party safe right now, though?
No.
Can I
Oh,
try and
at the
make my
very
way
least.
outside of the... Can I do that?
Can you make your way outside of what?
The walls.
It looks like there's a bunch of walls around, and it looks like there's a few different exits you could go through, about 3 of them.
Okay, so I'm gonna start walking toward, so I can like make contact with Angel again.
Sure. You do see a glow coming from one of the directions, but no path that seems to directly lead to that direction. So you go to the top left path, which is the one that might be the closest, and make your way through there. Carrying Leah, I assume?
Hmm?
Are you carrying Leah still?
Yeah, I'm keeping Leah and Orin stayed with me.
Okay, Oren, are you accompanying her?
Yeah, I'll go along. See, not much else we can do right now.
Alright. What about you, Bora?
Bora sat down and is trying to sleep.
Okay.
I like to
You...
think hiding in a bush beside the tower.
Alright, you just pass out in a bush. So, Hannah, as you're walking down this path, eventually it forks into two different directions, one on the left and one on the right.
I want to go left.
Okay. As you go left, eventually you walk around and experience a dead end.
Fuck. I have to find this angel, man.
Find who?
The angel.
Oh, I heard Seijo Man.
Say Joe
Yeah.
Man!
I said I have to find this
Yeah, I
angel,
get it.
man.
But yeah, as you turn back to the path to go down the path you once did, after about 20 feet, it seems that their path shifted. It was supposed to continue another 20 feet, but it seems like now it's going right.
Alright, fine. I'll just keep going.
All right. You keep going, and eventually you come into an area with a pillar that leads into 3 different directions. One ahead, one to the left, and one to the right.
I'm gonna go left again.
Right. As you go left, you walk for about 50 feet, and you are back at the You're back next to the tower.
Alright, then I'll go ahead instead. This time.
What was that?
I'm gonna go ahead, like straight ahead, instead of going left.
All right. So you start backtracking a bit, and you manage to get back to that area with the pillar, and you go ahead this time. And
Yeah.
as you're walking ahead, it seems like you're walking in the direction of the glowing, but eventually it leads to a dead end.
Fuck. I really need to make this scene. If I hit it at an end, I'll go back to where I was and then head right.
All right. So as you're making your way back to where you were, before you can get back to the area with the pillar, it seems that the path is forcibly taking you either left or right now.
Alright, so I'll go right.
All right. You're heading right, and as you continue, eventually it starts looping around and around and around, and then it sort of loops back through the path that you just walked through, and you just continue walking, and it seems like it's going down a set of stairs.
Alright, I'll go down the stairs.
All right. You walk down the stairs, and as you do, you are standing on top of what looks to be a pillar that's overlooking part of the maze.
Okay.
As you are now above ground and higher than you should be expecting.
Alright.
And you can see the glowing coming from far off in the distance, and it actually looks like the tower is really far off, like much farther than it should be.
More space-time bullshit.
Can I talk to the angel if I'm above like I should be?
You swear you can see its wing. You can yell out to it and hope for the best.
Yeah, so I'm gonna yell like "Angel, get me," because I have a mission.
As you yell this out, you hear the heavy beating of wings, but you do not see your angel coming to you. Instead, you
I'm just
see
gonna-
this orange-skinned angel, along with 4 blue-skinned angels, fly its way over towards you, Orin, and Leah. The unconscious Leah. You,
Again.
the orange one says. Who are you to this creature? This abomination.
The answer's a bit complicated.
Henna's just gonna start yelling again about how followers ready for martyrdom.
Sorry, what was that?
Henna's just gonna start yelling again about how followers aren't ready for
Towards these angels?
towards the angels, yeah, and just in general.
Okay.
Start yelling. Like, my followers are not yet ready. And you should follow my lead as the god reigning over.
Well, this is how Henna dies.
They look amongst themselves, then look to you.
Yeah, or is this?
You dare
gonna
call
scoot
yourself a
away from
god,
her?
mortal.
I
You
do
dare believe that you are even within the realm of divinity to even claim such a thing.
I do dare such a thing. And I dare you to
To what? Just hard cut
I-
off.
dare you to deny me.
Yeah, Orange is kind of shuffling away a little bit.
Are you this queen this creature speaks of?
Indeed, I am. And I am a goddess. Should you deny me, deny
You cut out.
You're cutting out a lot.
I see. Indeed, I am the queen in which this creature speaks. Should you deny me,
Should you deny me?
Maybe it's maybe it's more of a question. Should you deny me?
hold on.
Rune, it looks like you're not the only victim of the laggy disconnect bug.
Should you deny me, you deny it.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you this thing's master?
I am. I will claim responsibility.
For being such a foolish mortal, I will give you credit for at least admitting to the truth. But you
Foolish
are
one.
no goddess, as its voice bellows. You are but mortal. You have not even graced a sliver of a grain of true divinity. You are nothing but a lowly worm.
One day you will cower before.
It's
Yes.
so much less imposing when you disconnect like that.
You'll before.
Fuck.
Yeah. The orange angel says, "Then if you are truly divine, stop this." And it reaches back with its hand and summons this gigantic sort of light and starts, and as it whips its arm back, you feel both you and your own self, Henna, and Orin, you both feel the lungs being sucked out of your air as it swings back down
Lungs
and...
being sucked out of your air.
Huh?
You said the lungs sucked out of your air.
Sorry, I meant the air sucked out of your lungs.
Sorry.
I'm getting
Are you also drunk?
mentally destroyed right now. So yeah, the air being sucked out of your lungs, and as it swings down, you feel, but for the briefest moments, Henna, uncertainty about if you can, and as it swings down, you feel only a little bit of pain. Not as much as you were even expecting. Orin, you look to Henna and you see that her throat has been slashed. With but the tip of the blade, her throat has been cut completely. And Henna, you're like, oh, my mouth is getting a little warm. And you wipe your mouth a bit and you see crimson. And you see a gash wound along her throat and blood spilling out from her mouth. As Henna collapses unconscious.
Uh-oh.
Then the angels look to you, Orin. Are you this one's companion?
Define companion? Are we travel together?
Are you an ally?
As far as this whole goddess thing goes, no. Generally, yes. I don't know what the right answer is here.
They just look all towards you. You swear you can feel the air around you crushing you down, and the orange one says, for one with a good heart, it is dangerous for you to be traveling with this one. Their arrogance knows no bounds, and they will be the death of you, should you allow it. Heed this warning. If you continue to travel with her, you are traveling with death.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
And
so
the creature goes down and sort of lifts Leah's head up a bit. And a single tear falls from its eye, and Leah, you are brought back with half your hit points.
That's nice.
As Leah, you wake up in the arms of this 15-ish foot tall, orange-skinned individual with orange hair, next to an unconscious, bleeding Henna and Orin, who looks terrified. And you...
Leah's kind of like dead inside. So she's kind of just gonna be like, "Are you gonna kill?" In Celestial, she's gonna be like, "Are you gonna kill me?"
No. We're only here for this aberrant creature and any of its allies. Any of those with demented origins far from this plane.
Why am I in your arms?
You were badly wounded, so I brought you back to consciousness.
Thank you. Who are you?
My name is Hamon.
Okay, Hanan.
Roll a quick Arcana and or Religion check, Leah.
That's a 26.
Ah, that's good. I was hoping you'd roll high.
Great.
Leah, you look over this figure and see its imposing size and the 4 blue-skinned angels next to it. The blue-skinned angels next to it are planetars, angelic warriors.
Oh, there goes him.
Leah's gonna just kind of like wave to them and be like, "Hi, I'm Leah."
But not only that, this orange one. This is a Solar. A divine warrior of the gods that are right hands to the gods. You heard about old stories of them, of human hubris, of denying the gods and them coming out and wiping out kingdoms single-handedly. These are possibly the strongest types of angels, and it is currently holding you in its arms.
Leah's gonna... Ooh, what's Leah gonna do?
I'm tempted to see if we can ask these ones to heal Ta for her, but I don't know how well that would go over.
Yeah. Leah's kind of gonna just be like, still in Celestial, like, I've had a really shitty couple hours, and then just kind of explain like the last couple hours from the perspective of like, I was with this thing just appeared. My friend decided that she was a goddess, and then I was attacked by a party member, and he killed my pet, and then I was unconscious, and now I'm here. And this sucks, and I hate this. Thank you for healing me. Would you like something in return?
No. Just let me know if there are any more of these types of creatures that can delve and probe the mind.
Well, the dude that killed my pet, can probe into minds. That was the reason I became unconscious the second time. So there's that.
I don't feel like he falls in the same category, though. Sorry.
Category is what?
That angel?
Well, yeah, nothing falls into the category of that angel because that's an Enoch creation. The only thing that falls into that category is the tower that's in Orin's hometown.
Oh yeah, let's bring up the tower. He'll raise his hand and just be like, there might be one more, not a creature, but a tower in Xerox coffee.
Yeah. Who says?
You know where that is?
I'll take note of that. I can find it. As for you, show me to this individual that you say has this similar kind of magic to it.
Leah's gonna kind of be like, I kind of don't know what's going on here, because I was in a room and now I'm not in that room and you're holding me.
You're lost in the maze.
He puts you down.
Leah's gonna say thank you, and is there like anything like traditional, like a bow or something, or like anything that's like a very traditional, like thank you as a sign of respect or something?
For an angel, maybe something religious, like a religious symbol or hand sign, but you don't really know too
Just about to be safe.
many. I mean, you know some for like different religions. You can try one of them out and hope that it lands.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that. Just try one out and be like, I apologize if it's not accurate, but like I did want to show. I like explained that like I wanted to show respect, but I just don't know how to show it correctly. So if this is incorrect, I do apologize.
It was a fine attempt. Where is this individual?
Leah's gonna just look to Orin and be like, I don't know where we are, and I will kill him
you
upon seeing him.
you see off in the distance the tower.
Oh.
Yeah, he'll turn to the angels and be like, the rest of our party's in that tower over there.
Mm.
And then we were supposed to save this Medusa from this other tower, but that's not. I'm sure that's not important for you. Alright.
Oh yeah, what's going on with my unseen servant? Did they just pop that?
Yeah, you have no idea what's going on. To be fair, you don't have a like psychic connection to it, so you really don't know what's going on with it.
It just pops up right now with the Medusa, and we all turn to stone.
Even the angels. But yeah, this Haman says, "If you wish, you may lead me the way to where this individual is. I will take you there myself." He looks towards the others, and in a celestial Orin, you hear him say, "Go back to our realm. You are not needed anymore. This thing has been contained. We'll see if we go look into any means of destroying it. Even if you have to go within... Sorry. Yeah, look into any means of destroying it, no matter what the cost."
He's gonna lean over to Leah and be like, should we tell them about Enoch?
Oh, Leah? Okay. Leah's gonna be like, I know you said you don't want anything, but I figure you should probably this, and pull out the inkwell full of what, like, of butter that Enoch was in or whatever. I don't know if there's any remnants of Enoch in that, but that's what she's gonna hand him and be like, I don't know if this is useful to you, but take this.
This is an empty ink vial. It does not do anything for me.
Just quick rundown of... just give him context. Which context is Butter Enoch, and also Enoch in general? We'll give him that.
It does sound problematic, but that is an issue for you mortals to deal with.
Yeah, of course.
Then Leah just like, you can keep the inkwell. Everyone needs some inkwell every once in a while. And like, it's a gift. It's a gift. Like, thank you for waking me up. I'm having a shitty day, and I like ink, so this is like something that it's thank you.
You are welcome. As he says, do you wish me to fly both of you back to that tower?
Yes, please.
So we just look to Leah's like so kind of out of it at this point that she's gonna just look to Orin and kind of like just be slumped and be like, just do whatever.
Yes, please.
Alright. The angel offers its hand to both of you. Hamon.
Takes the hand.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the hand.
He also, with his other hand, picks up the unconscious Henna.
Just gonna turn to Orin and be like, what happened? like, why is she bleeding from the neck? Like, what possibly could have happened?
She got a god complex, and she got divine smote. Smitten.
Smoted.
Smitten.
She was
Divine
divine.
bitch slap.
Yes.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
She received the divine pimp backhand.
Cry.
But yeah. It takes not long. It takes maybe about 15 seconds for you guys, from when he starts flying, for you guys to reach the tower. And he just cuts open the top side of the tower. As Bora, you hear crashing noises and loud noise coming from above you.
I do feel like there's not that many walls left standing after me using Shatter twice in there.
The walls survived for the most part. Like, they definitely cracked and they were damaged, but yeah, it's not like they were completely healthy to begin with. But yeah, Bora, you hear the sound of, like, a small avalanche coming from above you.
She's gonna just open her eyes and see what's going on first.
You open your eyes, and since you're not on the right side of the tower, you don't see anything, but it does look like the tower's shaking a little bit. And you see some glowing coming from the other side of it.
Gonna slowly get up and walk around.
Alright. You walk around and you see the large orange angel has Orin and Leah in one hand and Hannah in the other, and seems to be flying into the top part of the tower, like to the top floor.
She'll make her way up to the top, just because she's curious why he has, two people she likes.
Alright. So I'll say that takes, like, not too long, but it'll take a moment for Bora to get up there. Yeah, Kyler, as you were taking your short rest, the wall broke open, and a large orange angelic figure carrying Hannah, Leah, and Orin, walks in, or flies in, floats in, whatever you want to call it.
Propped against the wall, opens one eye. This is a whole new level of what the hell is going on here. And just closes my eye again, just like, what? How is she getting a fucking angel to try to kill me now? Not even saying any of this out loud. This is just him thinking it to himself, just like, oh god.
Is Todd's body still there?
Yeah, still on the ground. Nobody mentioned doing anything with it other than poking it gently. Hannah said it while Leah was unconscious.
Yeah. Then Leah's gonna kind of like scoop him up and like kind of hold him to his chest and then like move to a corner.
Okay, you scoop up the corpse of Ta and collect his exploded limbs and go up in the corner. He got blown up by a grenade. Like,
I know, it's horrifying.
Yeah.
Thank you for the description.
Sorry, like, I have to at least tell you how bad it is for Leah because she's literally having to go find limbs of Ta.
Yeah, she's not thrilled. Alana is not thrilled.
I'm sorry.
Oren's gonna look to the angel and just seeing Leah doing this, ask if we can ask something selfish of you. Is there any way you could revive her pet?
That is not for me to decide. That would be the decision of whichever deity she prays to.
Oh god.
Okay.
My god.
Only then, and with the beseeching of fate themselves, the Raven Queen.
Holy shit. Is there, okay, Rude.
Yeah?
So hearing that, is there any way I can, like, do a prayer to all of the gods and goddesses that I believe in? Like, with a religion check or something?
You can attempt a religion check to try and pray your heart out and hope for the best.
Oh, you know who I want to pray to specifically? Like, I mean, all of them kind of, but also specifically, the Platinum Dragon.
Bahamut? Okay. Roll me a D100. Okay. That is good to know.
Good to know.
Do you want a religion check too, or?
No, just the D100.
Alright.
Or actually, what's your religion modifier?
+7.
Okay, good to know.
Wait, no, +5. Sorry.
Alright, good to know. But yeah, you let out a prayer to the Platinum Dragon and hope for the best. You don't know when or if they will respond.
And then where the fuck is Gaston?
Unconscious on the ground.
Okay, I'm gonna also attempt to drag him over to where I've kind of like nested with my corpse of a pet.
He's currently in a face of, like in a pool of his own blood, slightly drowning.
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to fucking get him out of there. I'm gonna kind of just like pile him. I'm gonna like just shove him and Henna like next to each other, like in a corner, and then just kind of like sit there and just kind of like. I mean, how? All right. This is gonna be really morbid. Was Ta's head like
Severed?
imploded? Like imploded? Like could I still theoretically stroke Ta's head?
You could half of his head. The other half, not so much.
Okay, great. Then I'm gonna kind of just do that and like just kind of just talk about like stories about like when I got Ta and like just the different like Ta when I was in school and that type of stuff in Celestial, just to him, just kind of like a storytelling, just like kind of like a eulogy. She's gonna give a eulogy.
Okay.
This is definitely not an episode for children.
No, it's not. This is bad.
Fortunately, I always on YouTube put this is not made for children. This is definitely not made for children.
You need to like triply reiterate it for this episode.
In the description, do not watch if you are under the age of 16 or care about animals.
Oh god, this became an animal cruelty type shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say PETA would absolutely jump their ass on this one.
Hey, then we'd get an audience.
Jesus. You know what? Fair enough.
I mean, yeah, we would get pretty popular that way.
I was gonna say if it ever was like PETA tries to cancel obscure home game thing, and then like people just like, oh, what's going on? They like actually watch the episode, and it's like 15,000 people later.
It wouldn't be that obscure anymore.
No, I mean it's happened before with PETA. They try and cancel something and it just backfires completely.
Leah, don't worry. You don't need to be praying to the gods. Just ask Enoch the stonemason to erect a nice monument of Ta. And then we'll just throw everything we have at it.
What are you talking about? Just get Enoch the necromancer to bring back Ta.
Oh, I flat out was sitting there. I was like, maybe Leah should like become a necromancer. Like, maybe this is where this is going.
I mean, you could always have her delve into the school of necromancy.
Yeah, I think that might be a plan.
Like, here's the thing: she can learn necromancy spells without being a necromancer, but she can also just choose to forego her entire divination studies and go into the dark arts.
Yeah, we'll see.
And this is how we get the story of Leah trying to raise a family in peace. Starting with the family pet.
Yeah. Ta, the
We just got
undead.
even darker somehow.
Ta, the undead pseudo dragon.
I'm like horrified.
Welcome to Halloween, people.
Happy Halloween!
I want to imagine that Ta becomes literally that dog from like Skeleton Town.
Oh, that's such. Oh no,
Zero.
the dog from the Corpse Bride.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not happy, guys. This is fucked up.
Truly, the
Mhm.
truly the worst outcome.
To be fair, you guys have
Darkest-
done more
darkest
fucked up
timeline.
things than even I had planned this session. I was like, oh, I guess I'm not even doing the horror.
I don't think this is your fault. This is totally on us as the players.
I was gonna say, you shouldn't think that at all. It definitely isn't my fault. I did nothing.
Yeah, no, we fucked up.
I gotta be honest, I was gonna feel super bad if, like, the TPK happened because of a entity Enoch summon, but a quarter of the way through this session, I no longer felt any sympathy.
Yeah, I was gonna
towards you
say,
guys.
I
I
was,
somehow made every wrong decision along the path.
yeah, the moment you guys were like, oh, we're gonna attack the first creature we see, I was like, okay, I know how this is gonna go, and I feel no ways about it. It's all on you.
Okay, and I know Kyler like is gonna have and like has his reasons, but like theoretically, if you're in a witch's fucking house and like somebody you don't know is coming up the
Okay,
stairs,
here's the thing. Both sides are right on this to an extent, but you guys pushed it further, which was the issue. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah. We both
Instead of
messed up
sitting
at
there
the
and be like,
start.
"Hey,
Both parties.
he got us back."
yeah,
It's
We're
one.
even.
Yeah.
it was a fucked up situation.
Yeah.
And like it was done the best it could be done in character with nobody knowing.
Oh yeah, no, that was hysterically perfect in character.
No,
Out of
yeah.
character.
That's
God,
why.
they
That's
are
why.
horrible people.
That's why I didn't really try and stop anything, because it was all just in character-based decisions, and it wasn't going too far. So I will leave it at that. We'll leave it at that, and we'll just say that all
Going
parties
too far,
were.
I nearly killed the party.
Yeah, all parties were both correct and escalated it unnecessarily, to an extent. But either way, yeah, you guys, as this is Leah's doing her eulogy for Tab, Haman looks to you, or in Celestial says, which one is the one that she was speaking of that is related to that creature and its powers?
He'll just point over at Kyler and say like, he has some kind of mind powers, but I don't think it's the same kind of magic. Type of magic.
He just starts walking over to Kyler. Kyler, you hear heavy footsteps approaching you.
Opens one eye again.
You see the
In Celestial. Yes, can I help you?
And Celestial responds, "Where do you draw your power?"
It's a gift given to me by the woman who raised me.
What is this gift? What can you do with it?
As long as someone is within 30 feet of me, I can communicate telepathically.
You see his eyes start to darken a bit.
And that's about it.
You have a choice to make. You will either join that creature in imprisonment, or I will cleanse you of your connection to this foul creature and filth.
Oh, this is not what I thought was gonna happen.
So what you're saying here is either you're going to imprison me here or kill me, and then you will have an elder god trying to hunt you down for the rest of your very long celestial life.
I do not care for your threats, and I am not going to kill you. I'm going to
No,
cleanse you
not
of
a
your
threat.
connection.
Not a threat, and the only way you're cleansing that connection is by killing me. You will not remove my remaining connection to the woman who raised me without killing me.
And you are too much of a danger to be roaming free of these... to be roaming free of this maze.
I just like to point out that Orin's in the background, like going, "Shit, I messed up. I shouldn't have done that." I'm
And
going
he just
like,
come,
"Shit,
and he just
I'm
comes,
doing that."
and he just comes over and touches you on the forehead, Kyler, and you are now next to that angel, which is bound in this prismatic barrier. Its mouth sewn shut with threads of light.
That's not what I thought was gonna...
As Warlock, you will have to
Mhm.
bring in a new character, as Kyler has been essentially imprisoned for near eternity, or until somebody does something to try and free him.
Kyler is going to be spending every ounce of energy he can to psychically call out to his mom.
All right. There, try as he may, there is no response.
If he even manages to get a flicker of her attention, he is going to say, "Some celestial just imprisoned me. I need an angry tsunami to come get me out of this. I want to go home."
All right.
But luckily, I've got that backup already built for you.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry, I'll have that going on in the background, and if it ever does happen, then I'll let you know. Above game.
In that case, I will not delete Kyler. He shall just be.
Yeah, you can put him on the back burner. You can take him out of campaign if you want, but you don't necessarily have to delete him. He's still alive.
Just very, very angry and might be coming back with a changed personality.
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Orin, you might have just made an enemy for life.
Like how it's Orin who's the enemy. To be fair, he did say, we have peace. And then in Celestial, talked to the guy, which Kyler could hear, and said, yeah, that's the person over there, officer. And then it's just like, okay, you're going to jail, son. It's just like, oh, you fucked up. Snitches get stitches, Orin.
I didn't think it was gonna go this bad. I was thinking I was looking for more stuff related to Enoch, because that's why I was like, oh, this, he can just talk to people. No, I didn't say specifically that, but I'm just like, I didn't think it was gonna go this bad.
Orin, in your head, you hear Enoch's voice say, good, you are spreading the word of chaos.
Oh,
Excellent, apprentice.
I don't like that.
And Enoch gets all scot-free.
Enoch commits a crime, literally teleports away from the scene of the crime. I guess that we've caught all the suspects. I guess there's nothing else to do.
We even told them about Enoch, and they're just like, oh, sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Points out the telepath. Oh, you gotta be imprisoned.
I know what like to praise
that was not the reaction I was thinking.
It makes canonical sense, since Orin is just a younger Enoch, so he can't rat himself out.
Oh man, we're just building these blocks of reality of, oh yeah, Orin really is the true Enoch.
You're gonna make it happen. By Orin's choice. Just it's going to eventually all fall into place one day.
Yep.
I'm just waiting to roll that wild magic surge that drives a nearby PC insane somehow, and then it'll be complete.
Then the final transformation is done. You have completed the cycle, Enoch. Or should I say, we knock? But yeah. While you're doing your
forgotten how to connect this to a campaign.
I think I have to send you the link, but yeah, give me a sec. So yeah, Leah, while you're giving your eulogy, you see the angel touch Kyler on the forehead, and then Kyler disappears. Like just disappears.
Leah's gonna just be like, good, and just go back to her eulogy.
Back to the sad.
Oh, and then she'll just say good, and then be like, say thank you, and do another like respectful thing to the angel, and then go back to her eulogy.
All right. Yeah, I put the link to the campaign in the general chat. Bora, you get up there, and you just get up there in time to see Kyler get dispersed into a flash of bright light. Leah clutching onto Tog, rocking back and forth, giving a eulogy, look over with tears in her eyes, say good, and then go back to giving a eulogy. And Orin just like shocked, like, I didn't mean to do that. And Henna on the ground with a bloody throat and mouth, and Sir Dilf on the ground with the same wounds as before.
Wait, am I conscious or unconscious?
You're unconscious. For the third time in the last 10 minutes.
Great.
She's gonna stop and look around at what's happening. Look at the angel thing, if it's still there. And she's not entirely there. You can tell getting knocked out just completely hit her differently than the last time it happened. And she just kind of begrudgingly accepts what's happening and asks, what's going on?
Is the angel still there? Is she asking the angel?
I'm asking y'all.
She's like
Yeah.
Troy from Community, just walking in with the room on fire with like the pizza, and he's just like, what?
Ours, he's gonna look at her, just grab some of his hair, like, fuck. I think I killed Kyler or something.
You feel a voice in the back of your head. I ain't dead yet, bitch, but you might be.
You missed, bitch. That's all you hear in the fading background.
If he can tell I said that, can he tell that was not my intention?
that was just more of a like horror movie joke. You didn't actually hear the voice in your head.
Oh. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. I don't know. He's just gonna sit down and I want to go home.
Just the sad, I want to go home.
She's gonna just give a little nod and look back at the angel and just ask, are we stuck here too?
No. This is going to be a prison for that creature and that other one. But I will have to move all the mortals out of this place.
She just silently stares.
As he says, just give me a moment and all of you will be out of this forest safely.
I would like to be sent to the monastery nearby.
Well, the monastery is not as close as you're thinking. It's still like.
I know it. I still think she instantly assumes it's the nearest one.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all she says.
Fortunately, I will be transporting everyone outside of the confines of this forest as safely as possible. Cannot specifically send you to where you desire because I do not know this location. As he just flies out of the tower and he's just in the air chanting something as he's glowing.
She just nods and sits down silently.
And after a few minutes or so, about 10 minutes, you guys feel yourselves being pulled for a moment before all of you guys are outside of the tower and are now on the outskirts, and it's the middle of the day, on the outskirts of a forest. And the Orange Angel and every single individual you saw at the tavern
Is there?
You don't see the owners.
Is Solari there?
You don't immediately see her.
I'm assuming I'm still unconscious.
Yeah, you're still unconscious.
Okay.
Haman says, Haman says, I brought every mortal creature that was within the confines of that area into this part of the edge of the forest.
Do you know which direction you sent us?
I sent you northwards. It is not long a journey to the main road, I assume.
She'll nod and look over at the people that are there.
Yeah, they're all freaked out and terrified and like but what happened? I was buried alive. You see, and they are freaking out and confused in every regard. What's weird is you also don't see the butler, or any of the staff.
Understandable.
Well, they must not have been living.
They must not have been mortal.
Oh,
That's
that
the
too.
word.
A living mortal. That is what he said. So either or and or both.
Yeah, Laura's gonna like do her best to look around at everyone and see if she can find someone who sounds or resembles the learn.
Sounds or resembles who?
Sylvari.
Looking around, no. You see what looks to be a sort of sun elf, like a sun-kissed elf, in heavy armor that seems to be walking on crutches, but doesn't look like any of the paintings, and another half-elven woman in darker clothes, that, again, doesn't look anything like the drawing.
She'll begrudgingly accept that she failed and mutter quietly an apology to the goddess.
Well, where are we? The old dwarf says. I just... They... Oh, I think... Are we free?
What do you mean?
I was trapped there for many months. I was... Weeks, days, I don't remember anymore. I just want to get back to the library.
Hey, look, we did complete a job. We found the missing library person.
Something sparks in her eyes, just like, were you from this library you're talking about? Is everything like slightly bigger than it's normally?
Yes, that is my home.
Wonderful. We were sent to find you.
Thank the divine. He just looks over to the angel and says, praise be to the gods. Thank you so much for freeing me.
Quick question. You say that was the dwarf?
Yeah.
That might not be good.
Oh no, it's not that same dwarf who you cursed that'll die in 5 days.
Oh,
This
okay,
one.
Okay, that's better.
No, you didn't accidentally murder the person you were supposed to save.
Okay, that's good. That's good. But one of those witches should be dead, so you know.
Mhm. And as this is happening, Bora, you feel an odd weight in your hand, and as you look, you see the book, The Price of Beauty, back in your hand yet again.
Anyone who's like able to glance at her, she's looking at the book, and you can like almost see the gears turning in her head. Just trying to figure out what's going on.
It was all a dream.
Yeah.
She
And if
went
these
from
shadows
being
have a
dazed to what the fuck? And she's gonna look at the mirror on the book again and see if the goddess is back in the mirror.
As you look back into the reflection, you see yourself for a moment before it changes back to that of Dodicia, who gives you a simple, solemn nod, a little wink, and the book just flies out of your hand and lands like at your feet before the pages whip about and you guys see the familiar portal appear. Oh! And all the people around you are just a little freaked out and, whoa, what's going on there? What's that? The two halflings that are there, as well as the dwarf, and are just like, oh, what's going on? And even the gnome is also like, oh, what's happening? Like, the two people that Enoch cursed to die.
She gets just a play-by-play. When Bora woke up, she was dazed and not sure what was going on, and all of this shit has happened, and now she's got a kind of smirk and like grin that no one has actually seen on her face before. It's like got actual emotion behind it instead of force. And I think her hair is still down probably, so it like starts to pick up with the natural current she's putting off a little more as she turns back to the group and says, let's go bring this person home.
Yeah. So are you guys going through the portal? You guys are gonna have to carry the two unconscious people.
Leah's got her hands. Is there like any way we can like take 5 so I can bury Ta? Like, is that like something I can do?
I mean, you can bury him here, or you can bury him somewhere else and have Bora and Orin carry the other two.
Yeah, I think that's gonna have to happen.
Sure. And Leah's carrying the corpse of Ta. Each of you are gonna have to pick up one or the other. Orin, do you pick up Sir Dilf or Henna?
Henna might be lighter.
Henna's much lighter. The dude's in armor and he's like 6'4".
Yeah.
Henna's much lighter, but she's also probably got a lot more blood on her.
What is your
Yes.
strength?
Can I use prestidigitation to clean her up?
Sure.
Is that-
Now she just got the neck wounds. Or what's Orin's strength? I think Zane asked.
Yeah, I was
16.
asking 16. Then, yeah, you're actually stronger than me by 1 point.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, I forgot
Strength
that
is
I forgot
15.
that Orin is actually a strong sorcerer.
Yeah,
But he's not a
did a
party.
lot. He did a lot of hiking.
Yeah,
Yes,
if I remember, he was a
camping.
farmhand. So yeah, he's just a very buff sorcerer.
And then, yeah,
Not so much a farmhand, but yeah, that still works.
Bora will just take Henna. I mean, I only have a +2, you have a +3. You can do Sir Till.
Yeah. Yeah.
Giggity.
I was gonna say, I'm sure he can do Sir Dilf.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Real mature.
Has that ever been a thought that crossed your mind? Is that this group is mature?
No, it hasn't.
I was gonna
Okay,
say,
then.
yeah. If you haven't understood this by now, that I give my opinion very blatantly, then you should really pay attention more. I am very biased, and I will let you know when you guys do something stupid, say something stupid, or give up, or give something up easily. Then I will absolutely take advantage. But yeah.
That's what she said.
So, Orin takes Sir Dilf and Bora takes Henna, while Leah takes the corpse of Ta, and the older dwarf walks into the portal with you guys. And probably like 2 of the other civilians, but the rest are probably not, just out of fear. The ones that come
Yeah.
through are the elven woman in armor, the blonde elven woman in armor, and the darker the black-haired woman with the darker armor. And as you're traversing through the portal, Bora, you hear, "It is fine that you were not able to help Silvari this time. I ask that when you grow stronger, you come back and save her."
She'll look to the person. Which one was it? The one in dark or light armor?
That was Dodicia's voice in your head.
Oh, just in. Okay.
I mean, you
she'll-
can turn back to both of them and think that they're the ones who are talking to you, but
Since she's already been like actively talking with a goddess, she'll be like, she probably would have recognized the voice and just give a little nod, but she still really feels bad.
happy. Kyler's not the only one who does psychic bullshit. Gods do it too.
That's why.
Bora doesn't
Angels
follow.
are fucking hypocrites, man.
They absolutely are. Come on, have you not seen anything?
I was going to ask this. How is it literally just that the fact that he could telepathically talk to people that tipped the thing off?
You don't know. Maybe it did. Maybe he was biased. Maybe he just wanted to imprison as many people as possible. Maybe he's a bloodthirsty angel for all you know. You guys never really figured that out.
Angels are dicks, man.
Yeah, he might have just been a massive dick. You don't know.
I mean, pretty much as soon as I heard that Leah and Orin were going to be bringing the angel back here, I'm like, well, Kyler's at least going to be imprisoned. Maybe even Sir Dilf if he were conscious.
Yeah,
I'm honestly surprised the wizard didn't get themselves imprisoned.
I will be honest. If Sir Dilf was either A, conscious, or B, somebody mentioned the brainworm thing, then he might have ended up with Kyler.
Or dead.
Or dead.
Brainworms usually get dead.
Yeah, he might have just been decapitated for fear of a mind flare. But yeah.
I feel so bad.
I'm still on the fact that Bora follows 3 gods very, very tightly, even though I haven't, openly said she's praying other than when she woke up from nearly dying. She still follows them very intensely, and the fact the first god to talk to her is not her god is hilarious.
Oh, it's absolutely hilarious. I pray to you, O God of fire. I pray to you, O God of, nature. I pray to you, O God of, just
death.
Knowledge or death. And then it's just like, and then the goddess of beauty is like, hey, I need your help with something. Can you do me a solid?
Yeah, it was a complete just... Well, I was hoping one of the 3 I follow would talk to me first, but yeah, what's up?
Yeah, what's up?
But you know what? I still feel honored.
Yeah.
It was good. But yeah, as you guys go through the portal, eventually you find yourselves back in the library from the spot where you left initially. Though one party member down, or 2, counting Azazel disappearing and unknowing about whether he got caught up in all this. And one seemingly linked individual to the person who you were supposed to bring back, and 2 others who just sort of decided to tag along.
She'll just walk in and try to
fair.
find the person.
Alright. You go around, and after about 2 minutes, you find one of the similar individuals to themselves. So, greetings. You are back. And it seems you have found the person I was looking for. I would say congratulations, Arnoda. You have done it. You have given... It is a job well done. And then he walks away.
She's just gonna... Well, I guess I couldn't expect a lot of, congrats or anything from a librarian, but still. She'll look at the dwarf and just say...
He's not much of a talkative type. I only wish I was able to get back to my former body. I'm not going to be much help to him like this.
Former body?
I took a deal with the owners. They gave me a painting. I asked to be younger, more virile, as I was in my youth, but eventually I decided it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth the price I paid, and I asked to renege on the deal, and they cursed me, and now I'm stuck as an old man.
She nods and just... Did they curse you with another painting or magic?
Sorry, what did Boris say?
Did they curse you with another painting or magic?
The magic itself is within the painting. It seems that I was cursed after trying to renege the deal. There were others, a golden dragonborn, as well as a kobold. They were also cursed when they tried to back out of the deal.
She'll nod and. Do you know about a black-skinned elf?
Are you talking about Silvari?
No, the elf painting that I destroyed.
Oh, you mean the statue?
No, the first
The
painting.
one with the mirror reflection.
Yeah, that wasn't destroyed, I said.
Oh, it wasn't?
No, I said that it survived the acid, and then you tried to punch it, and then I said it's still fine, and it just looked like it got hit, but it doesn't look like it broken or damaged in any way.
I used my dagger to cut it.
You tried, but it didn't pierce the
Okay.
canvas. It was like it was weird because it didn't even feel like it didn't have that same grainy texture as a normal canvas. It seems like it was made of something else. You never really got a chance to look into it.
Okay. So I just misunderstood the whole thing. Okay.
Yeah, you still have all 4 Sorry, you still have one of the paintings. I don't know if you took the other 3.
Yeah. Yeah, she'll just say, I am not strong enough now, but I hope one day I'll be able to help you with that.
Thank you. I hope to see you around if the master seems to have been singing your praises very highly. And so I believe that we may see more of each other in the future. As the dwarf sort of bows to all of you and just sort of hobbles along, catching up with the armored individual who seems to be speaking with him while they're walking away. As eventually another one of those same armored individuals comes up and says, "Greetings. Seems you have returned."
Stop and just look at it. Hello.
You look unwell. All of you look hurt.
Yes, there was an accident while we were trying to...
I'm aware of the job you did. Please, have some seats over there. I'll be back with some healing potions to bring your unconscious compatriots back to the land of the waking.
She'll nod and just go to sit down. She'll not really try to lead or force anyone.
Okay. What about the rest of you?
Gonna put Sir Dilf and I guess on like a isn't that a couch or something, is there, that I could rest him on?
There are some longer seats, yeah, you can sort of lay down on it.
Okay, put him down on one of those and then just sit down.
Okay.
Yeah, not really much else.
Is there any way I can go like outside?
What was that? You can... while you've been here from before you left, and even now, you have not seen a single window or actual exit. You've seen stairs that lead to multiple levels, but you haven't seen any passages or anything that lead to an exit of any kind.
Okay, is there anything I can do to preserve the corpse?
Not unless you have the gentle repose spell. I mean, there's a potted plant if you want to try and stuff his corpse into that.
I mean, you can start tearing apart the books and homemade taxidermy 'em.
My fucking god. I mean, I guess I'll just kind of like, fuck. Do I have like cloth to spare or some shit? Like
No.
part of my clothes or anything?
Are you about to pass out, Amy?
What's up?
No, not
I
saying.
don't think I'm certain that my character is already passed.
Huh?
Isn't my character already passed out? So that's just her.
Fair.
Existing as she is.
Mhm.
I don't know. I'll find. Can I do like a check, or can I just? Is there any like cloth that I can like ceremonial wrap his fucking body pieces up in?
There are some banners around. You can try and yank one free and wrap his body in that.
Okay, I'll do that. And then once that's done and he's kind of like packaged like a fucking sausage, I'm gonna fucking. Can I do like an identify check on that fucking spell I got?
The spell scroll, sure. Are you using a spell slot or ritual casting?
It'll be ritual. I got nothing else to do.
Okay. It is a spell scroll of scrying.
Cool. So do I have that spell? Like, what's that mean?
What it means is that either A, you can hold on to it and either A, sell it, B, use it at any point to attempt to scry on a creature that you know to varying levels, or C, wait until you are, you can cast a 5th level spell, so you'd have to wait till 9th level, wizard, to be able to add it to your collection without having to take the spell itself.
Yeah, then I'll tuck it into my notebook and save it for later.
Okay. What about Bora and Orin?
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, just sort of, what are you doing right now? Like, while Leah's doing her thing of packing tall like a sausage and waiting for this individual to come back.
Bora's gonna just, God, what would Bora do? She'll set Henna down and, just kind of make sure she is sitting in a way that isn't gonna hurt her.
Okay. What about Orin? What do you...
He's just...
No, sorry, yeah, continue.
I guess he's just brooding. I don't know.
Fair.
Thinking about everything that just happened.
Okay. Eventually, the individual comes back with a small leather-bound case and opens it up. And inside of it, you guys find 7 basic healing potions. Your choice whether you want to use it on the unconscious people now.
Bora is going to force a healing potion down Henna's throat, first of all.
Okay. You put it down Henna's throat, and it closes up her wound to an extent. There's still a scar there for her neck. As Henna, you regain consciousness. But along with that, along with that, you also see in the case is this square iron cube of sorts. It seems segmented, or at least it looks like some kind of metal. Here you are. A reward for a job well done.
Henna would like jerk awake, like she was shaken,
All right.
even if she wasn't.
Okay. You can
And
just jump
be
up.
hella confused.
Yeah, you look around confused. You feel a slight pain in your throat, but you definitely, you definitely can tell you're alive. You're also back in the library, so you assume that you're safe by your divine will. I don't know. What do you think?
She's gonna look at Leah and just like for confirmation that everything is okay.
Leah, Hannah looks to you.
Leah's gonna just be like, she got like a fucking package of tar in front of her, so she's gonna be like, well, we're alive, and Kyler's gone, so things are fine.
Alright. So things could be worse, is what you're telling me.
As you're trying to say that, Hannah, you're trying to respond back to Leah, but no sound comes out of your mouth.
Oh no.
As that's where we'll end the session.
Oh no.